only needing one thing. Don't need the jewels and the pearls and all the things in between. I need a lot of your time, and I be needing attention. Need that next level love, boy, you know I'm feeling ascension. I'm feeling ascension. I see what we're missing. Put some clothes on, baby, can we go to a dinner? Let's go to a movie for just us two. Let's make new memories between me and you. Heels, check. Beat, check. Run up the check, baby, tell me what's next. Hey, love, check. Fun, check. One-on-one, baby, we needed this. It's a day night. Get dressed, let's get dressed, let's. It's a day night. No stress, no. No stress, no. It's a day night. Get dressed, let's get dressed, let's. It's a day night. No stress, no. No stress, no. Know you needed my time, and I'm needing you too. Fly me out to dinner, reservation for two. I can't even deny, I ain't even gon' lie, that you really got my heart. Tonight it's a whole vibe. Tonight it's about us, riding around Billy truck. Know they faces is stuck, unconditional love. Tonight we gon' make some memories, ain't thinking about our enemies. Pop out and we make a scene and drop about 300 beans. Heels, check. Beat, check. Run up the check, baby, tell me what's next. Hey, love, check. Fun, check. One-on-one, baby, we needed this. It's a day night. Get dressed, let's get dressed, let's. It's a day night. No stress, no. No stress, no. It's a day night. Get dressed, let's get dressed, let's. It's a day night. No stress, no. No stress, no.
Welcome to the Live Ladies Podcast. Y'all know every Thursday we are here, usually at 8 p.m., but y'all know I just started a new work schedule. So I'm just glad we made it tonight. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if everybody comes. You know, people are hitting me up. I'm like, hey, I'm coming. Trying to get home. You know what I'm saying? Yo, this is what I'm going to say. If you work a shift and you know that somebody works behind you, you got what I'm saying? Call 2 to 3 hours beforehand so people don't have to scurry and fill your position and do all that stuff, because it's not right. And summertime is coming up. Y'all got to do a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? And some of y'all been on the job 20, 30 years and still doing the same dumb stuff. That's all I'm saying. Whoever caught that bullet, then it is what it is. Okay, it is what it is. Yes, it is Thursday. This is the Live Ladies Podcast, and the ladies are going to keep it real and say exactly what they think. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm going to give y'all a little inspiration, some motivation, and I'm going to tell you why I picked the topic that I picked tonight. Y'all know we passed the 50 episode, triumph, championship, whatever you want to call it. And this is episode 52. You know what I'm saying? But before I do all that, let me introduce myself. I am your girl, Evolution Brooklyn. Okay, yes. And you can find me everywhere. You know what I'm saying? At Evolution Era Media. Okay? I'm on every social media app as Evolution Era Media, or one word, except, as y'all know, Facebook, okay? Facebook, it's a long name now. You know what I'm saying? But make sure you get it right. It is Destiny with 2 E's. Evolution Brooklyn, all one word, and then J-A-E. Yes, I'm unique from start to finish, okay? And also, the new Twitter, y'all know about that, Spaces. I'm over there light, you know what I'm saying? I ain't get too heavy yet. I'm just filling it out. It is UniqStarEnt, UniqStarBrand. You know, and speaking of X, you know, tonight I was inspired You know, it's this thing when people talk about you when you're not in the room. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff get back to me. All that stuff get back to me. So y'all know when I be like, sometimes that my haters be watching, yo, they really be watching. They be watching for every topic, and everything. You know what I'm saying? I guess they waiting for me to fail. You know what I'm saying? But they don't know my Jesus like I know my Jesus. Hey, let me tell you something. Every view is a good view. I'll be damned if I tell you go somewhere. Watch me, bitch. That's all I'm going to say. Okay? Watch. Okay? And I'm going to make sure I put on a good performance for you. Okay? Yeah, we're going to keep that just like that. We're going to keep it G. Shout out to Brooklyn. Okay? Yes. Now, tonight, it is... and I'll put it across the screen. All right. Real simple tonight. We late. Yeah, I'm late. You know what I'm saying? Real simple tonight. This is Loud Ladies Podcast, episode 52. It is marriage versus baby carriage. Right? So, I don't know if y'all know every show. Sometimes when we get the queens and the kings and they going at it and they talking and they, you know, they real loud, and I keep telling them, I always say something like this. You know, women are stopping having babies because it's always some single mother stuff, and y'all be with what they say, the Pookie and Ray Rays and effable versus keepable and all this stuff. And then when I bring up that women are kind of not having babies like they used to, you know, I want us to talk about that on Loud Ladies Podcast. If the ladies come in, the kings come in, this will be a great show. Now, let me tell you something. This is a trigger warning show. I'm just going to put it out there. It is what it is, okay? Some people are going to be triggered, you know. Not doing this on purpose, but let me tell you something about being triggered. If you're triggered, that means it may spark something in you. It may work for you. You know what I'm saying? Something may change. Yeah, okay? Some lights and stuff may be clicking up inside you. You may get better. And that's all we want is for you to get your hands up and get better. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Move something. Change something. That's it. But I'm also trying to explain to the fellas, to the ladies that don't know, why some women choose not to have children, why some women don't have children, you know, why some women don't want to get married. That's a big thing. You know, hey, we got clips and stuff like that. Let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? It's what it is, right? So I just want to say, if y'all want to shout yourselves out and let me know y'all here, hey, I'll do the propers, you know. But other than that, I mean, I'm going to give y'all some definitions and just some facts and stuff like that. And, hey, we can get right into it. Now, I was told that this should be part 1, part 2, because everybody doesn't think like me. You know, there's all different types of women, you know. So I said, okay, we might have to do that. We might have to do that, especially with the timing tonight. I'm fine with that. I might give y'all a little bit about me tonight and how I think and how a lot of women are changing their minds on doing things the traditional way. It's starting to become obsolete. You know what I'm saying? Now we got AI. You know, I don't know if y'all heard about these robots, but you know, maybe that's a part 2 or whatever. I don't get too deep on y'all, but yeah, it's getting different. You know what I'm saying? It's about to get real different. You know, so a lot of stuff you ain't gonna need no woman for, unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? You know, they making it real easy to replace us. I'm just gonna say that. You know, and let me shout out to my people, my evolutionaries, because we're about to get into this tonight. Okay, shout out to the beautiful queen, Keisha Ho. Yes, Keisha. Yes, Keisha. Now, let me tell you something. I don't know if y'all know the ladies of live ladies. They are very particular about this topic. They may come in, they may not. You know, but this is the thing. I stop a lot of good topics, a lot of topics that can help people because of other people's feelings. And that's not fair to everybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you something. A lot of this stuff ain't personal. A lot of stuff ain't personal. In order for everything to be personal, you would have to feel like everything is about you. You get what I'm saying? And I keep trying to tell, but a lot of times when I be saying stuff and doing stuff and have these topics, I don't even be thinking about you. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just look at the problems and the issues on social media, you know, on the world or news, politics and all that. And then I try to help the community. That's what we're supposed to do. We supposed to, it's one thing to come here and yell and scream, but then are you educating the people with anything, or you just wasting time? You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do that. Nobody comes here and see what style my hair is gonna be in. You know what I'm saying? Like we want to get somewhere, and I'm good with that. We're gonna get somewhere tonight, even for an hour or two. I just want to put something in your spirit. You know what I'm saying? Let it sizzle, you know, for the next show. Right? Thank you, Queen. Thank you, Keisha. Thank you. All right, y'all know we got Darren Whitaker in the building. Y'all know, ladies, you know, all the ladies love Darren. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know that, right? Yeah, so we got the smooth brother in the house. Thank you. And I know Darren gonna keep it real. I know Keisha gonna keep it real. You know what I'm saying? And I want to know what the men think about some of this stuff and what they think about certain types of women, you know, different types of women and stuff like that. So yeah, we're gonna talk. We definitely gonna talk. Okay, all right. And we got Black Man and shit. He coming in hot. Okay. All right. So he said Karen plays a tender touch of a woman with anything else. I know that's right, Black Man. I know that's right. But that man, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's a lot of weird stuff going on, right? So I'm just gonna put it out there, right? There are a lot of women. As a matter of fact, you know, the funny thing, a lot of the live ladies don't have kids. But I never really asked why. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of personal. If they want to come and talk about it, they can. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women may not, and I wrote some stuff down, how a lot of women, trying to remember, may not have found the right person, you know, because you got to think about it, right? And I say that too. And I'm going to just tell you a little bit about myself, and I try not to do that anymore. But check this out. To have a baby, just to have a baby, you know, whether you have a baby, you're stuck with them, unless you do like what Carl said, you know, and we had talked about that, where some women just have a baby because, you know, the time is ticking and they might not be able to have it. And, you know, then you got some women that's waiting on God. I'm doing that too, kind of waiting on the Lord. You know what I'm saying? If he don't bring it, then it ain't going to be brought. But I still got to enjoy my life, you know. And then there's another thing, right? And I'm just throwing out some scenarios while I start playing these clips. I just want y'all to think about this a little bit before the clips deter you the other way, because it's going to happen. What about the women that say, wow, I'm not married. This dude don't even say he loved me. We may be friends with benefits. You know, we just having a good time. You know, and let's say you are responsible. You're not having kids, right? And now you don't know this brother. He ain't made you his wife or nothing. He getting all the benefits of a wife, but he ain't made you no wife. Then you get up on the table, right? You could almost die on this table. Wouldn't it be better to get up on this table knowing that at least you got somebody that's going to be real hard for them to walk away? Now, let me tell you something. Divorce is cool. And I didn't want to say that. I'm just saying divorces are easy to get. But that divvying up the property, okay, all right, that leaving her the house, the cars, even the damn dog, Toto is staying with your wife. You know what I'm saying? And make our brother think, you know? Hey, think about this stuff before y'all lay on this table, because you might not make it up off that table. And let me tell you something. Now the way the Trump era and everything is going, they don't give a damn. You know, I'm just going, they don't give a damn. You better make sure every doctor you in touch with is black at this point. Like, it's becoming that serious. And most of all my doctors is black. You know what I'm saying? And I'm fine with that. I feel more comfortable with that. Because you never know. You never know how the nurse feel. You never know how the doctor really feel. I ain't got time for that. I got things to do tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not going to do that. And I'm going to hit these comments too, right? Now that was like 3 or 4 things, right? The other thing, right? It's less. Damn, I hate to say this. I don't want to alienate my crowd because I love all y'all, but I'm just facts. There's less baby mothers in the world. If a dude walk away from you and you ain't got his child, he can walk the hell away. You should drive his ass on. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, what? Excuse my language, sir. Like, kick rocks. You know what I'm saying? With open toe sandals. You know what I'm saying? Hey, whatever. Do what you gotta do. But it's not that much of a sting. You know what I'm saying? You're not left bitter. You know how many bitter women I see? And when I hear the hate, let me tell you something. I be on these social media spaces. There's so much hate being thrown on these channels and stuff like that, and these spaces and these apps. And it's just like, damn, I wonder what your life like. Like, I could tell from the way you spewing this hate, you're miserable, you're lonely, you know what I'm saying? You don't have, like, it's a whole bunch of stuff going on. And a lot of that, all that come out your mouth when you speak, all that. Even your aura is muddy. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, so I mean, these are choices. These are choices. Now, there's a thing that everybody says, I've heard it before. Well, what are you on the earth for? You know what I'm saying? Now you get that sometimes. I've gotten that before. It was like, damn, if I was on the earth to have a child and I didn't, I love my life. You know what I'm saying? It's like, well, I guess he put me up there to show, you know, that you can have a good life. You don't have to do like everybody else. You can be, you know, what they call it, the eyeball out. That's even crazy to say. But you can be different and still be good and still, you know what I'm saying? Still be a role model. Still teach people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, uniqueness is a blessing. But we're going to get into it. Let me shout out to my people. Now, I gave y'all some reasons. Can y'all give me some? And we can talk about it. You know what I'm saying? We can definitely talk about it. Y'all know I love y'all. Shout out to the Queen Black Beauty. Hey, beautiful. How are you, Queen? I'm going to put this link up. Y'all want to come and talk about this. You know what I'm saying? Funny thing is, I love kids. I love babysitting when I feel like it. You know what I'm saying? I'm an amazing auntie and all that, you know, but hey, you know what I'm saying? You got to do what you got to do. Right? All right. Okay. Keisha said, my sister won't have one right now with the way things are going. Yes, sister pandemic. Yes. She's scared to bring a child into this world. That okay, and I didn't even think about that. Thank you, Keisha. Look at what's happening. We are on the brink. Have y'all seen them terrorists? I don't even think that it might be very hard to bring a child into this world. We don't know what's going to happen. We might go into the war. You got to say, and God forbid if you go into they do all this stuff, martial law and all this stuff, and you're pregnant. Oh my God. Like what? Hey, what's up, Queen?
Hello.
I said, let me apologize to y'all because I got off of work late. Yeah.
It happens.
Yes. I'm so glad you're here. Did you see the topic? What you think about it? We just giving like reasons.
Oh yeah, I watched a little bit of it.
Yeah, like what's some reasons you think? Like, cause maybe we could do a yay versus nay type thing later on, but you know,
there's reasons. There are no reasons, positive reasons to rip open your vagina and have some ungrateful piece of shit crawl out. There's just no real incentive anymore. Why would you want that? And then you have some piece of shit who pretends to care about you. I'm gonna love you forever until someone else farts in my direction. Why would women, after seeing all they see and knowing what grandma went through, and great grandma was in a cage, she had no choice. And that's why the Trump economy is trying to put us back in that cage. But we rather eat shit than go back in that cage.
Yeah, it's hard to run away when you got kids on your side. Yes, like I'm just saying.
On the corner.
That's terrible.
I will go back to my third world country before I pick an American husband. You're wilding. Because there's no incentive. What is the incentive? I don't understand. How can you convince somebody? I don't. We don't want to be the man. You're too masculine. You want to have what? You got a degree? We don't want one with a degree. You're smart. We don't want one who's smart. What? Okay, so I gotta be slow, and I gotta be ugly, and I can't want the finer things in life for you to accept me to shit out your stupid clone because I can't get educated. So we know you not educated. So my baby slow B, and I have to raise this paste eating weirdo by myself eventually. Because what?
You know what's the crazy thing? And every time somebody has a child, it's always complaints. I notice. I'm starting to notice that. Like, you know, I just watch my surroundings. I never hear like women and men be like, I'm just overly happy. I just love my child and I'm so excited to see them. I don't never hear that. Like, and maybe they are, but I never hear that. Like, my child is the only time I hear my child is my everything I would do is on a song. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody is singing it in the radio or something like that. I don't never really hear people say that. I always hear, I got to do this. I got to be with this stupid baby daddy. And you know what I'm saying? And I got to take them there. And they want my money. And that's like, damn, like, yo, why? That it just don't ever look good to me. And I hate that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's just not incentive.
When they on somebody's NFL field, there's all kinds of look at Junior. But people ain't gonna tell you the truth. Everybody's kid, they be on here. Everybody's kid's a hero. Guess what? To his wife, he's a piece of shit. You don't know that he's banging everybody. She ain't gonna tell you. Like, everybody's son is amazing. Like, I ain't never met so many people whose families are amazing. I was like, that's insane because my family are crazy pieces of shit.
Yeah,
even the good ones. Like, what are we doing? So when you come on here, all your peoples is amazing. Always.
And you know, it's funny, right? Because I always wonder, like, are they just ungrateful and bitter, or are they like really telling the truth when you hear some of this stuff? You know what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta it's a guessing game. It is a guessing game. I'm telling you, I be on these apps and oh my God, like, check this out. Not too long ago, I had got into this argument on social media, right? I ain't even playing on it. You know what I'm saying? But somebody was in my damn business. And I just had to say, yo, mind your business. They went off. You know, the only thing that this woman said to me, well, you ain't got no kids. And I was just like, damn, if that's the worst thing that you could say to me, damn it if I ain't doing good. Like, I was just like, you ain't got no kid, and nobody wanted you, and this is that. And then I was thinking, but Ma, you got more than one kid, and you ain't do a damn thing with your life. You're miserable as hell. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, and I'm just like, if that's the only thing you can say, you know what I'm saying? Was that supposed to hurt me? I was looking at certain things. Like, okay, I could see if you was rich. You know what I'm saying? Your kids was astronauts, and you just had some regular ass kids. You know what I'm saying? And you, like, I just couldn't get it. And I'm gonna be honest, I saw that happen up here too one time, and I had to check it. So a while ago, I had to check it because it hurt the sister. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, why do we do that too? Like, you know what? We gonna answer some of this stuff. We got Black Man in Spirit. He typing.
I wanted to answer Daryl's question. He said, I want to meet the man who hurt you. That was God.
Dudes always say that.
That masochist, that one, that misogynist in the sky, that one.
Why a woman always gotta be hurt? Why?
The one who created you weak simps. That one who made you guys believe you're special, even though you were dumb enough to disobey him and obey the woman. Remember the one you used to walk with in the garden, and he created all the animals, and you saw him create the animals, and you saw him create us from your rib, right? You saw that, and still you obeyed the woman. That one, that guy who set you up in the garden, that one.
And Black Manosphere, I can see, okay, he's doing good tonight. Right now, he's doing good. He said women are scared of men. I don't know about all that. Babies, Trump, this world, marriage. They're all in shadow. Some of that was right, and a lot of that was wrong, though. That's why women can't lead and need the assurance of men. Or women wouldn't make a move. You know the funny thing about that is it's not on us to lead, it's on y'all. So if we're leading, that means that y'all not doing what y'all supposed to do, right?
The delusions of grandeur and how somehow it's still the woman's fault that they won't lead correctly.
Yeah, why we're not supposed to lead though? Like, this is why I be saying the roles be reversed. And people, no, the roles ain't reversed. A woman gotta stay out. Y'all talking about we supposed to lead. Then when we do lead, it's oh my God, she's being masculine. No, you're not being masculine, so she has to. Okay? Somebody got to be the leader. Somebody got to be the leader. I was arguing with somebody the other day. He was like, you a boss, right? You a boss, right? And I was like, yeah. He didn't say nothing. I was like, well, what we talking about? Was you trying to hurt me? Like, how you gonna agree?
Was that the insult?
At the end, that's how I was like, what? Like, what, I was supposed to say no? Like, what is we doing here? I was like, see, this is why my respect be here. Yeah, I'm saying
they gonna talk shit in the comments, but won't have enough sack to come up here. Why don't you ask me that, Daryl? Press the little button.
Daryl, press that damn button.
Keep your little balls down in the comments. I'm scared. Keep your little peanut in the comments, Daryl.
I'm behind the comments.
Hey, which is the perfect name. Look, man full of fear. You talking about ladies scared? You literally put fear in your name, sir. What do you do? What you doing, bro? Scared ass in the comments. No, you scared.
Now the men do choose to plant these babies. That is true. Okay, Black Man just said the men choose to have the babies. I guess he's saying, but it's hard to enjoy the child relationship with the father is bad. Plus, the baby looks like the dad. Yeah, so we'll be constant reminder of the man. That's true. That's very true. That's very true. A lot of these babies are made when the relationship is not even good. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know, but there is the other hand, like we were saying before, where some women just like, look, I want a baby. It's about time to be over. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be able to have one. So whoever can fit the bill. You know what I'm saying? If you don't drink, you don't smoke. You know what I'm saying? Like, you work out, like you're a winner. You know what I'm saying? So that happens too. You know what I'm saying? But we will talk about that. Right? Nez. Shout out to Nez, Notorious Nez. Hey, shout out. Yeah, like your baby ain't do nothing but be a damn baby. And it grew up to be a regular ass adult. You know what I'm saying? I don't know the name. I ain't never heard of you or the damn child. Like, yo, so how you doing? Like, I didn't chose your path, but you know my name. You know what I'm saying? You get it? Like, so this is what I be saying. And that's all I'm saying. Hey, it's a lot of narratives push. But I always tell people, in order for you to push a narrative about me, I'm everywhere. You know what I'm saying? It's very hard to push a narrative about me. I pretty much keep it real. It's what it is. I'm always here. I say what I gotta say, and that's it. It's very hard to push a narrative. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, it's what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not mad at the people that love their kids became something. You know what I'm saying? They did good. Like, then, yes, I'm fine with that. You know what I'm saying? Is that the choice for everybody? That's what we're trying to figure out tonight. Is the choice for everybody? Is it wrong because you didn't? Is it right because you did? Like, what we talking about here, right? And I like that y'all so vocal tonight. I knew this was going to sizzle in y'all spirit. I knew it was going to happen. Yes. Ness. If you are new, Ness, please subscribe because we be acting up over here. It's about to get real interesting once I start playing these clips. Now, I'm going to tell y'all something about these clips. I haven't seen the clips yet. So I like to be surprised with you. I don't know what these people are going to say. Now, I'm going to be honest. I get it more towards Black women because, the Live Lady show, you know what I'm saying? It's usually about it's about the women, you know what I'm saying? But we bring the kings up. So Be ready for that. Shout out to Super Gang. What's up, King? Shout out to you. Okay, we got our people in the building. Oh, Nez, I like that. We're going to talk about that. I like that. That's a good one right there. We're going to talk about that one. All right, I'm going to come right back to that, Nez. You on point. Shout out to Wilson Bev. Hey, King. All right, so let's talk about this one, right? Great point. If you're not supposed to lead us, stop saying y'all don't need a man, right? How does it correlate, though? Like, I'm just asking a question. I'm trying to figure out. So, a woman says she doesn't need a man. I guess she would be like the leader in her life. Now, you know why that? I'm thinking about that because I always tell everybody, you may want somebody. Now, if you want to have a child, you're going to need a man. You know what I'm saying? If you're not, you know what I'm saying? Like
technically, you're gonna need sperm. You're not gonna need a man per se. You're gonna need sperm. Any idiot will do. And that's why we're saying never mind two men. Because we can just buy your spunk and leave you out of the equation. Biological clock ticks, and you don't have to get beat on by some fool snoring next to you. You can survive. So,
y'all got robots. We ain't got robots. We got the rows.
We got a lot of robots.
But y'all got whole simulated women.
Yeah, they can have their little dolls that they bang inadequately, which is subsequently my favorite porn. Have you ever watched a man smash a fake doll? It is so emasculating. I'm getting a chub right now thinking about it. Yeah. Wonderful. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
Losers. I love it.
Do I think women saying they don't need a man is right? I'm half and half. I'm going to tell you why. Because if you don't have a man, you're going to still wake up the next day. You know what I'm saying? You're going to still be able to eat. You're still going to be able to live life. You're still going to be able to do everything that you're supposed to do as a woman, except for procreate, right? Now, you get it? The same thing with a man. If you don't have a woman, you can do everything you're supposed to do, but procreate, right? So the question is, do you need one? Let's say you don't want to procreate. Let's say you don't. You know what I'm saying? So then, is there still a need? It's a want. You get what I'm saying? It turns into a want. So there's a lot of this you need. And I think the you need thing, let me tell you, you need me. Let me tell you, I think that's a control issue. Y'all can tell me if I'm wrong. I really think that's the kind of control issue. I may want to have you around. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I may think about you all the time, this, and that. But you don't really need me. I don't really need you unless we want to bring other people into the world. You get what I'm saying? People can pretty much lead their own lives. You get what I'm saying? And then in case Nez will be right, the woman, she would be a leader of her own life. You get what I'm saying? Then you can have a woman that's in a relationship and still leads. Because you got to think, in that relationship, she may lead the house and you may lead the work sector. When you come home, you're leading. You know what I'm saying? And y'all are kind of doing it together. The household, the kids, the outside sector. So there's leadership on both parts. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's never talked about either. And I like what y'all saying because I didn't even get to the clips yet. So y'all doing great. He sent you this link because you need to be here. That's why. Subscribe. Subscribe. Because I got you thinking. You know what I'm saying? You might not like everything you hear. But it's always good to open up a woman's mind for a man. At least y'all can see what our thought process and stuff is. It will help. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, trust me, you're going to think about some of this stuff tomorrow. Right? So Keisha, okay, Queen. She said, for the ladies that do not want kids and don't have kids yet, what do they do when their parents want to become grandparents? Do they handle that? I'm curious. Good question. Good question. What you think, Corset?
Buy a puppy. Buy a puppy. They want to be grandparents, then go adopt somebody. It's not your problem. Your crutch.
Oh,
They should have had more kids. Had they been responsible and had more kids, they wouldn't have depended on the grandchildren to come out of you. And you were born with too much common sense. Tell them. I was born with too much common sense, and my parents made me right to shoot out a human being in this economy. For no reason.
Now?
For no reason. No incentives. Other than you want someone to spoil and talk shit about me too? Bitch, talk to my puppy.
Now, I say both of my parents are deceased, right? They didn't live long enough for me to have children. Matter of fact, the day my mother died, I miscarried.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? So, I put that up as, you know what, Jesus, she may have got her grandchild, but it wasn't with me. Might have went up there with her. You know what I'm saying? So I just put it like that. So I'm thinking if my parents were alive, would it matter? I don't know. And not to, I love my mother more than life itself. But I don't know. That's a lot. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot, especially if I don't got the right man. I don't think no parents will push you to have kids if you don't have the right person. Because now you stuck with this person. So let's say you do have the right person. If I had the right person, I probably would. You know what I'm saying? I probably would. I never had no problems or nothing like that. I probably would. It's just that you got to get the right person. You got to be on the right, wavelength. So sometimes that can be a thing too. I mean, I guess, I don't know. But that's a great question, Keisha. That kind of got me stuck. Because my mother's alive, and I guess she kept asking me. I probably would have did that. You know what I'm saying? But didn't it be miserable later if it wasn't? It would have had to been the right person, though. Because now I got the kid. My mom ain't got to deal with that unless you want to babysit. You know what I'm saying? But you know how that goes? It's like, and after a while, grandparents get tired of babysitting your kid. What they say? I ain't had this child, you did. It's like, but remember. Remember when you were saying? So that's something to think about, though. That's a very good question. Definitely. Shout out to Richard Reed. Shout out King. I'm gonna play one of these clips. And like I said, do not unalive the messenger. I don't know what these people gonna say, but they look lit. They look lit. And I got about 5 or 6. They look lit though. That's all I'm going to say. I don't know. Don't. Hey, I'm gonna put the trigger warning sign so we can work it out. Right, Rich, you might have to come up here. You know what I'm saying? Depending on what it is. You know what I'm saying? Right, and you're right. Super Gang, the child does need both parents. Yes. And we done seen some children. You know what I'm saying? That don't have both parents. Little girls looking for a father figure. They usually black girl lost. You know what I'm saying? The boys come up, they're angry. You know what I'm saying? They don't know how to be men. Sometimes they're too soft. Sometimes they're too damn hard. Sometimes they're serial killers. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't a good look. It ain't a good look. You know what I'm saying? I have both parents. Why can't my child have both parents? Sometimes we got to think like that. Or if we didn't have both parents, then that's something different. You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't you want to make it so that your child could grow up better than you? You don't want to keep, doing the same cycle. So I feel that. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so y'all need robots, women outnumber men. I'm going to be honest, only by percentage. We only outnumber y'all by I think it's maybe 5 or 6%. I don't even think it's that big no more. It ain't the same like it used to be. It ain't, check them numbers. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I check them numbers after some of these clips. But yeah, it's neck and neck. It is more women though, but it ain't that much more. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Right, the shower head, Keisha. I forgot about that. Hey. Yeah, I mean, I've never had this rose thing, but I heard it is amazing. Yeah, hey, Okay, so that's it. But let the men lead. Okay, so when no one should stay in those type of relationships. Okay, when you have a man that's actually trying to be there, the woman's trying to be in a man's position. I guess it depends on what type of woman you pick. And let me ask y'all something, because I hear that a lot, right? And I'm putting up the clip as we talking. I hear that a lot. With men saying they can't lead women. We had a whole show about it, right? Let me ask you something. If a woman, think about this. If a woman felt comfortable with your leadership, she felt like you could lead, you were the man you were supposed to be, would she still be trying to be a man? Do men ever think about that? Obviously, if she is still trying to be the man, she either don't think you're a good leader, she's not comfortable with your leadership, maybe you can't lead. I said it was a trigger warning show, but I don't know no woman that got her a good, like some people say alpha man or whatever, got a good, strong man, he holding everything down, he doing his thing, and she's still trying to lead him. It don't work like that. Women don't do that. A woman will naturally submit if she got her a good man in her life.
Well, there are women who do that. Becky does that. Oh, because Becky likes looking for struggle.
Is Karen doing that? So Becky, I know we're not talking about Karen, are we?
Becky do that. Yes. Becky have a man taking care of everything, still find some reason to complain, still got to wear the pants. She the main one screaming at the airport because her life's so good. She want to start fights with nobody because her shit is so good. She want to be worried about what you doing. Like whether you sitting on a plane and got to go pee. The plane stops, you get up to pee. Karen thinks she the captain of the toilet. Go tell you can't get up. And now you got to threaten to piss in her mouth and take her man. Bitch. Mind your business. She got no struggle. No struggle. That's why they got to start fights with random people. Sorry, I had a little flashback.
I hope y'all not talking about Becky. Like, I never think about that. Because, I mean, let me tell you something. There are hard black women. Check this out. Let's talk about a hard black woman that I can think of. Look at one of the hardest I can think of right now, right? Look at Remy Ma. She was very submissive, right? Was it the Papoose? I'm just thinking about somebody we all know. Now, the black captain, she was very submissive.
I mean, did you think she was is that the one who was in prison?
Yes. And that's a hard chick.
No, she learned to be submissive in lockup. So I don't know.
That too. But when she got out, she got with the next man and she was very submissive. He was rapping and do you love me, Remy? Yes. Real big and bold. But when she got with Papoose, I mean, I did see submissive times. I did. She had the baby and everything. So it depends on the man you got. And we all know Papoose is not a soft dude. You know what I'm saying? That's a Brooklyn dude. Very legit. But sometimes you don't be with the right dude. Y'all might not be a match. She might not have no, and she did say one time that she was the breadwinner. That right there. Thank you, Corsair. You see the face? When your woman is making more money than you.
She said it out loud. He should have done more.
$1 million worth of game. We gonna put it all out there tonight. Wow. Is she the breadwinner, son? All I'm saying is she might act different. She might not see the reason to submit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, when she buying your drawers.
Yeah. I mean, had he been rubbing her calves when she got home and doing the dishes and had that drink ready when she walked through the door, maybe she wouldn't put your business out there, sir. But how you got all this free time to smash extra broke hoes on my time? You wildin', bro.
And this what a lot of men, man. Sometimes I be wanting brothers to be like, damn, why she acting like that towards me? You know what I'm saying? Like, just think about it. Like, hey, if you was really putting it down, you was really the man, she thought you was the man, it's gonna be so easy. You're gonna be able to sit down, bitch. And that's exactly what she gonna do. She gonna sit her mother. You know, she gonna sit down.
Yeah, I know that.
Yes, Daddy.
Didn't even realize it. It was like, huh?
Yes, but okay. She ain't even gonna think about it, right?
Yeah, too quiet. And then you get mad in the chair, like I sat down because I wanted to sit down, but you ain't gonna say it out loud. You ain't gonna say it out loud. You gonna say it.
yeah, thank you. $1 million worth of game we give it up here tonight.
Like,
and we ain't even got to the
look, ordered the food before you got to the table, didn't even give you a choice. You gonna eat it. You gonna shut up and eat it.
She will cut your steak up like a toddler. You know what I'm saying? If you doing what you supposed to do, okay? There's nothing that will not do for you. Talk back. What? You know what I'm saying? That's not happening. Let me tell you something. Brothers, if you ain't had that type of woman then you need to go back to male leadership school. Because something is wrong. At least once in your life, you should have had that type of woman. I'm just saying. Like, something is wrong. Your macking ain't right. I don't know. Maybe it's the choice of women you choose. Something is going on. You know what I'm saying? And ladies, if you got a good man, you still acting crazy. You dead ass wrong. Especially if he's a good dude. He can lead, right? You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm talking about you dead ass wrong and you was messing it up because that's probably somebody's husband that you are messing up. And now when he gets to the woman he's supposed to be with, he all messed up. He don't know how to act. You know what I'm saying? Now he one of them broken men that they throw back in the street and everything he touched turned to shit. I'm just going to say it. I'm sorry. Like,
speaking of male leadership school, I teach that. I can make you a real man. I've done it before. But the issue is y'all get weak and quit. When you start getting back with that trash kitty, you start becoming trash again. The first thing you got to do is be celibate. Clean yourself off from them gross succubus spirits. And y'all can't handle that. Y'all so needy for validation from basic bitches. Clean, that's the first step. You got the first step free. Purge from the basics that don't do nothing in your life but drain your spirit, soul, and wallet. First step free. You want to be fixed? Holla at me.
Yeah. You know why this be so funny to us too? Because me and Corset is here with this. We waited for this show. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of stuff need to be said. Hopefully the other women join in. But I'm going to be honest. This one triggers a lot of the live ladies. I'm thinking about 2 right now.
We don't need pick-me's today. We don't need pick-me's today. It's not a pick-me day.
And we love all the ladies, but this ain't the topic for everybody. But I've been wanting to have this topic because people been talking about it on different things. And not in the way I'm putting it. It's just a thing of, the single mother and all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? I said one comment. If you hate single mothers, why you keep making them? And I am wrong. Put me on the stake. You know what I'm saying? It was off with her head. And I was just like, damn. But it be so logical when you not in trauma anymore, or you're healing, you're doing the work. Stuff be so logical, and the minute you say it, you know what I'm saying, that hit dog is gonna scream and yell and fight. You know what I'm saying? And you just need to put it out of its misery. Euthanize that bitch. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Let it go. You know what I'm saying? Because some people just can't be fixed. It's just, and I hate to say that, some people you just got to give up on. Like we're gonna stop playing.
If she don't know your last name, don't get her pregnant. She's stupid. If she gave it to you and don't know your last name, she's stupid. And she gonna make a stupid baby mama.
And she do it all the time. And she doing it like that.
You ain't special.
She do it all the time.
You not special.
I don't know too many special dudes. I'm gonna just be honest. I don't know too many special dudes.
When she says, "Oh, I don't do this all the time," she absolutely does this all the time.
All the time.
This heifer got an abortion punch card, bro. She got an abortion punch card. That you finna pay for. You the next.
Yeah, thank you, Keisha. I know I'm behind the comments. Thank you, beautiful. Yeah, like, look, I hope y'all look. This is recorded. Y'all can always pick up this $1 million worth of game. I'm gonna leave it right here for you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we telling like choose. We really going in. We usually can't do this with everybody on the show. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm going to get to the first clip. I'm going to be looking over y'all comments, a lot of them, and I appreciate y'all. I'm going to be getting to it. We're going to talk. I'm going to highlight some stuff. You know what I'm saying? Let me put on this first clip, and let's see if it changes the tone in the room. The clips always change the tone of the room. You know what I'm saying? Watch how this works. If y'all ain't never seen this before, watch how, and I'm going to just randomly pick clips. Y'all know I don't put them in no type of order. It's what it is. Matter of fact, let's start with this one. I don't know what's fire and what's not. Because I just put it up. Let's see. This one looks like it's light. Let's see how this works. And I may have to do it again. Y'all tell me how y'all feeling. Y'all doing good. Y'all doing very good. All right, here we go. Let's see. Okay, so this one is about Cam Newton, I think, which I thought was interesting. Let me back it up. Y'all should see it in like a few minutes.
Yeah, it's up.
It should come on. You see it? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Let me take this down here. All right, here we go, y'all. Oh, man. All right.
Cam Newton is reportedly suing his ex-girlfriend and mother of his 4 children over a 2017 Bentley truck because supposedly she didn't return it after they broke up. She just dipped and took the truck with her. How else was she supposed to carry 4 kids with her? Makes sense to me. She's saying that it was a gift to her. He's saying, no, I loaned you the truck. This is why I needed for y'all to stop having babies by Dusties, even Dusties that have money, because no man in their right mind will want their children to be without or their children's mother. I saw some people like, oh, it's an expensive truck. He should be doing blah, blah, blah. This truck is worth $200,000. This Bentley truck is barely worth $100,000 with 40,000 miles on it. I think he's doing this off of principle, and the fact that he is even that petty to do something this dumb, this pointless to someone he once loved at some point, to someone he has 4 children with, come on, like that got to stand for something. Let her keep the stupid truck. Cam Newton.
Okay, wow, that was a better clip than I thought it was going to be. Now I'm gonna tell y'all why. Let's talk about it. Yeah, y'all get the type, but let's talk about it. 4 kids. She laid on the table 4 times. She could have died 4 times. You telling me that Cam Newton, y'all know how much money this man makes? I'm going to look up his income. You know what I'm saying? Millions. Mind you, we are in 2025. I'm pretty sure he bought that truck, whatever, 2024. It haven't been this long. You telling me the truck was $94,000. It was a 2017. Somebody probably gave him that damn truck. I'm just saying. We in 2025. I'm just saying. You're Cam Newton. Why she couldn't get a new one off the showroom floor? She got 4 of your kids. What we talking about? The pettiness. All of that. You didn't make her wife. But she for damn sure ever stamped as a baby mother. I'm pretty sure her pockets is amazing. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and then you want to take back the truck? Like, what we talking about? A $94,000 truck? You probably sneeze that. You know what I'm saying? Like, what we talking about? The pettiness. After all of that? Yeah, that's crazy. Can y'all tell me how y'all feel about that one? That one made me a little upset. Like, what we talking about?
This is how you fix that. She take him to court for abuse and charge $100,000 per child crawling out of her uterus. So I'll give you this $200,000, and then you give me this $400,000, including the child support and the alimony. And once that goes into court, he'll be like, you know what? Keep the truck. No, I don't want the truck. I want the $400,000, and I'll buy me something more responsible, more equitable. So these kids go to school because
it's crazy.
A car, bro.
And then I'm thinking about that. How's she taking the kids to school? How's she doing all this stuff? How's she running errands? You took her car back. Like, what we talking about? Is the car the only thing you gave her? The car and them damn big head ass kids? Was that the only thing you gave her? That's why that was the only thing you could take back? You wanted to hurt her? Really? Like, what we talking about?
I would guess he gave her an STD or 2. So she should also sue him for that. That's not too far-fetched of an idea that an NFL player or whatever he plays I don't care, gave her itchy coochie.
He an NFL player. That some of his boys, and this is why I say that y'all be checking your boys. And we've seen a million times up here. Yo, if that was my homeboy, I'd be like, son, that's dirty. Son, I don't respect nothing you doing right now. She got 4 kids. Yo, how much was that truck? Like, we run across the field for 10 times more than that. That's crazy. Hey, this is the stuff you deal with. And she stuck with him forever. 4 kids. First of all, let's talk about this. Why 4 and you ain't got no damn ring? Why 4? So it's and no accountability on both parts. Why 4, ma? So you telling me after 2 you didn't?
Well, you know why? He wanted to keep her pregnant so no one else would look at her, and she wouldn't be able to leave. because
Damn.
crapping out babies means you can't leave. Every time someone tried to baby trap me, it was so I wouldn't go nowhere.
Every summer.
Yeah. Oh, we should get married. We should have kids. Why? You're still broke-ish.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
You don't have enough money.
So
once women start valuing their uterus, am I gonna almost die for $80,000 a year? No, I'm not gonna do that.
That's crazy.
That's
I'm just so disgusted by that. Like that did change my tone a little bit because it's like, come on, ladies, and damn, I want to talk to this is a sister show. It's like if you, I don't know, it's common sense logic what's going on, but after two, I'm gonna be honest. After that first one, and I found that I'm pregnant again, I'm gonna need you to figure the hell out. I need to have that ring on my finger, and we at this point, I already told my dude justice of the peace. We ain't nobody got to nothing. If I decide to get married, nothing. We go right to the courthouse because I'm not gonna give you time to think about this thing. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna do what you need to do. Like what we talking about here? 4? You boo the damn fool. That's messed up on both of their parts. I'm just gonna say it.
Oh no, she's doing well. She did great. Now she don't have to get a divorce. Now she'll just get a bunch of child support. She good.
Because you know that's what she gonna run to the child support.
He didn't marry her because he didn't want to give up alimony. He didn't want to give up alimony. So now she got 4 kids. That's enough child support where she don't have to work. Good for her.
No, but they weren't married. She was a baby mother.
No, but then because they weren't married. He wasn't gonna marry her because he didn't want to give her alimony. So now the more kids, the more child support.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't got that in me. I ain't got time.
If you done got you an NFL player, NBA player, someone with real money, crap out as many babies as possible. But if it's Pookie, what you gonna get out of that turnip? Nick bags? You gonna get them empty Nick bags as child support?
Yeah, that's another thing. Matters. That's starting to become very valid when men say, "Look at the men you having babies by." You know what I'm saying? It's starting to, like the lady was talking about Dusties. It's always been valid. You know what I'm saying? It's just that there's always just the blame on the woman, no blame on the men. You know what I'm saying? You know,
but women aren't getting pregnant no more, and this is why. Because women are taking men's advice.
I was talking about that.
Not getting pregnant with Dusties, and now women are not getting pregnant because you're all Dusties. You didn't see it coming, did you? You didn't realize that you was the Dusty.
After I have 4 kids, we ain't no more petty. Like you bugging, ain't no more petty. Like we not doing petty. And I got 4
dudes out here crying about taking women to dinner, and then you want someone to have a baby for you. What?
Just the audacity of it all is like, and that's what it's like. I'm hurt for her. I'm hurt for the sister. It's like, come on, what we doing? It's crazy. And I love black men. Don't get me wrong, I love black men. And I love black women. I'm a black woman. You know what I'm saying? I love my community. But we're gonna have to figure out what's going on. And this stuff like that is what I be talking about when I say the bitter women come out, the bitter men. You got what I'm saying? Because of the choices. The choices was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you just was out there. Like, what we talking about? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to IMD Shell. Shout out Queen. Yeah, just like, come on, what we doing? I'm scared to play the next damn clip, Corsac, because that made me hot in my spirit.
When the billionaires are bugging, what is left? When the billionaires
when they get
petty shit.
Yeah, ain't nothing
you
good.
All Dusties. What's even when you got money, you a Dusty.
Yeah, matter of fact, I'm sorry, Ness. I'm so far from the comments. Here you go. I'm gonna put I meant to put the link up. Let me put this link up.
That's coming up. Heck yeah, that's you.
Yeah, come on now. You know what I'm saying?
You can't put it up in the beginning, Evo. You got to get them riled up so they want to come up and talk.
Yeah. I got some fire in some of these clips. You gonna be like, that baby bitch evolution. Yo, one of them I looked at was crazy, and I didn't look at the whole thing because I like to be surprised.
I like it. You check the little intro, and you're like, "Oh, this is gonna be a good one.
Like,
Save it for later." That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Yeah, because even that one,
it's not that many that ever come out bad. I think there's only one that was too long, but you've had a good strategy with that because only one was just like too long of a clip. But for the most part, the surprise clips would be fun.
Yeah, I love the the
actual reaction you have.
Yes, because I'm gonna be honest, and I'm gonna give y'all $1 million worth of game again. It's very hard to have a podcast and you just talking. I try to put a little. I need y'all to visualize, and I'm visualizing, so I put in the clips. You know what I'm saying? That just makes it. Oh, I see what she's saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I do it like that. It'd be boring as hell if I just got up here and I was just talking. Like, but y'all know me, I'm animated as hell. But you know what I'm saying? Let's have a drink in my hand. You know,
I'm about to do today.
Then it's lights, action.
Are we doing that today? Because I've had a long life.
Hey, do your thing. And I gotta be up at the crack of damn dawn. You know what I'm saying? In the morning, I figure we do maybe another hour. We could get this point across in an hour, definitely. Let me move this back. We could definitely
early shit too, bro. They changed my schedule too. They playing with people now. But y'all voted for this. So now they're playing with everybody.
Yes.
Now, people to see who's gonna snap and quit. Yeah. One thing I hear on a lot of these the TikTok streets is, now that black women are struggling, they gonna marry us. I hear that on so many social media platforms, yo. Oh yeah, black women gonna be losing their jobs because of Trump. Now what they gonna do? They
women will marry y'all if y'all propose.
We gonna have to struggle together. I said, what?
Yeah. I don't know too many men that's proposing now. A lot of them are trying to get what they supposed to get. And I told y'all, remember I had a clip a long time ago I played, and it was like, sis, if you waiting on this man to get it right, you probably gonna die. You know what I'm saying? Before he actually marries you. You have to set a boundary. You know what I'm saying? My boundary is at 6 months to a year. And I'm going to tell you why. Because you know within 6 months to a year, you know what I'm saying, what you want to do. If you want to marry that woman, you may get another year depending on the situation. Now might be a depending on the situation type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Because it's getting crazy. Federal workers losing their job, stuff like that. So we definitely, need to really think about those situations, how it's going. Because we're going to have to be together soon. Voluntarily or involuntarily. You know how that go. Voluntarily or involuntarily. Okay, so I want to make sure that y'all see the link. I'm going to post it now. Let me so I can get it up here. And then I'm going to play another one of these great clips. There you go. The link is up. Y'all hit the link. Y'all come right up. It'll bring you in the back of the studio. You know what I'm saying? Put your camera on, your audio, and it probably does it on its own. But then we up and popping. Okay, shout out to Throw Your Poppins. Shout out to you, Queen. All right, yes. Here we go.
And don't forget, if you come up, cameras are mandatory. Put your camera on.
Yes.
If you talking shit behind you.
Well, if you want me talking crazy, you definitely gotta put your camera on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If it's your first time, you new to the show, I'll let you get away with it one time. If you're gonna be talking crazy, we're gonna need to see you. Like don't play yourself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I'll give it to you because we all.
But if your ass here on the regular, turn your camera on, sis. Tighten up them naps before you talk trash. Don't do that.
Put a hat on.
Don't do that. Ain't nothing to put on the wig. Put that wig on. Come on through.
Oh, that's it. Okay, he sound like us now. Okay. He a good man. That's a son. Now, you know Dara.
Come on up, tell the story.
If you know Dara, I know you're a good man. But tell us why. Tell us why you don't want. Like we ain't gonna.
Don't lie to them. They all dusties. You're all dusties.
we just gonna listen. I promise. I ain't wanting to know why men start to feel like that. Like, what's going on in the world? What type of women are you looking for? Where are you trying to find these women at? You know what I'm saying? Like, Okay, Black Man Fair said, do he want to be a good at home dude though? I don't know. Are black men still cheating? Are they?
You can be whatever you want to be, and so can your woman. She could switch the wig and be that outside. Have
Hell
fun.
yeah.
If
Throw
you're
that money in
bored
the
in
strip
your
club, throw it out,
relationship,
see what you get.
yeah, if you're bored in your relationship, sir, it's because you're boring. You're the leader. You want to do something fun, talk to your partner. Play some games. Show up to the house with some chains. Do something. You want something new? She could be that new.
I
All
suggest
about
BDSM.
play games. Go to the bar. You don't know her. She getting hit on by somebody else. Walk up to her, be like, "Hey, girl, can I buy you a drink?" How fun is it? I used to love it. I'd strip my dude out because I would sit back and watch chicks flock him, and I would just sit back and not be bothered. And the first time that happened, he was like, "So you just not gonna do nothing?" I was like, "I ain't worried about it. Look at me." If a basic want to holler at you and boost up your self-esteem, I know what I'm getting. If you want to go over there, I can't stop you. And I'm not going to. Don't have me blocking your blessings. If you think you can do better over there, and they follow me forever. And they regret decisions forever.
Yeah.
If you won't mess up,
you see this right here? Now, this is what I was talking about earlier, right? So Black Manosphere said, y'all act like women don't want babies, no matter if the man is there or not. If women didn't want the baby, it would be more, what it says, because, okay, ABs, because I can't say the whole word, women want their babies. Well, yeah, now I'm going to be honest, but we talked about this a couple of weeks ago, right? Mm-hmm. Usually women that are like, I don't need the man, but I want the baby. Usually it's because that clock is about to stop ticking.
That's biological. That's a biological need.
Yeah.
After a certain literally age, screams at you for it. And men don't understand that. Like your body, women's bodies are built for that. And the body will scream for it once a month. No matter the age. Once you hit 18, no, 20, I think for me it was like 20. The body screams for it.
Yeah.
So that's our biological need. Your biological need is to implant in everything, I guess. In their faces, in their behinds, in their eyelids. Like, y'all, I don't understand it. Oh, I'm just filling time to you per click. You click on the video.
No, I love this. I love it. It's not all the time with me and you can just come here.
I wish y'all type masters would come up here because this would be a fun conversation to have with y'all.
We need to make this a show. We might do that. We're going to talk.
I ain't going to have all this reading when I ain't got no glasses on.
Hey, King, how are you? This Notorious Ness.
Oh, so you see I had to put my glasses on. Just heard you.
I love it. Nice looking black man. We don't talk about you don't want nobody now. What's going on? I want to hear this.
It's not that I don't want nobody. So, again, I do a lot of women's events. I take their pictures. I'm a celebrity photographer, whatever. Celebrity DJ.
Ness, do me a favor. I'm hearing like way in the back.
Y'all hear him? I'm way in the back.
Is it me?
No.
I just want to make sure I hear him because I know he's about to say something profound.
But I'm mad the mic is covering his pretty face because you got a whole.
Yeah, he's a nice looking dude.
Just,
yeah. You too handsome to do that. All right.
Yeah. I'm good.
There you go. Did you turn it up? That's better.
Say something.
1, 2.
That sound better to you?
A little bit better. Yeah.
Okay, I know what it is. It's my AC.
Hold on. I got you. Okay. How about now? I'm turning everything up.
Yeah, you're clear.
All right. So when I say what I say, my last relationship, because y'all talking, you're like, oh, if a woman wants to lead and or maybe you're not leading and stuff, I was leading. Mm-hmm. Literally, I was leading. Maybe I gave too much more out than I asked for in, right? Mm-hmm. So with that being said, whenever I didn't do nothing, it was an attitude, or I had to keep telling her like, stop talking to me like that. I'm not your kid.
Yeah.
But when we in public, in front of people, oh my God, this was the most beautiful person ever. Behind them closed doors, whole different story. She was damaged, and I said to her, I said,
Yeah.
listen, you came out of a relationship where you said this man, your kid's father, right, told you, oh, I don't want to hear what you got to say. I don't want to hear what you got to say. So when you finally got out that relationship, you said, listen, I'm not going to let nobody ever tell me I can't say nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how she was. And I said, oh, the abused became the abuser. Because where I'm at in life, I was way further than her. So I was helping her trying to reach her goals. You know what I'm saying? She wanted to become an Ashley Stewart's model and stuff like that. So I knew a lot of people. So I was putting her in a lot of positions.
Mm-hmm.
I was putting her in a lot of positions. And then when I couldn't do something, she caught an attitude. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? In the car, she always just complained. The bills, this and that. I'd be like, you know what? Here's 300. Shut up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So when she
20,
found a good one, she didn't know how to act.
20 minutes later, you start complaining about another bill. Okay, here's another 200. Shut up.
To the user. I mean, I like how you fix situations though. Because
So,
I shut
So
up.
how long were y'all in a relationship?
like, huh? Say that again.
How long were you guys in a relationship?
I'm gonna say two. Well, I'm gonna say right after me and my wife had separated. So I'm gonna say literally like kind of like 2.5 years.
So you guys were in a relationship for 2.5. So you treated her like a wife when she was not one.
Um,
Because that's
I took
what
her
you
to
were doing
Applebee's.
was that you
I
was a
took her.
husband. You was like taking care of stuff when she
I
wasn't the wife, and then she was
and I was taking care
damn.
of her kids and my kids. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Still coming like right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting in my ex's living room. Like I put that in the post. I was like, yo, Daryl was like, yo, chill.
Yo, I'm
And
shocked. I just
shout
read
out to
that.
Daryl.
I didn't
Shout
look
out
at
to
who it was
Daryl.
from. I just read that.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Wow.
that's my
I ain't gonna put
homeboy.
it
We
back
went to
up.
school
Yeah.
together and
Yeah.
everything. So he
That's
gave me
what.
the link and
So
threw me
you're
on.
still real good friends with your mama. I mean, not baby mama, but your wife, your ex-wife.
Yeah. I mean, during
Did
the
that
breakup we
cause any
weren't, but
issues
then
in the
it
new
came,
relationship?
later on. Say that again.
Yeah. Did that cause any issues in the new relationship?
No.
That's some
Well,
insecurity stuff.
yes, and no. And everybody tell me it was my fault because I would be like, yo, like all that I'm not used to all that complaining. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
I'm not used to it. Me and my kid's mom, we were together with, me and my ex-wife or whatever. We were together since we were kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So all my kids is by her. I got 4 kids.
Oh.
And my 14-year-old just turned 14 April 1st. You know what
Oh,
I'm saying? So
congratulations.
Thank
thank
So
you. Shout out
she
to
has to, with her insecurities, she has to compete with your best friend,
no,
ex-wife,
no,
That's
baby
hard.
mama of
but you
4.
don't have to compete with that. You
Women,
don't.
women's heads,
Yeah, we
it's
Um,
compete.
competition. Normal women, regular women. Normal women, it's all about competition. And
but
yeah,
you don't because you have me and
you
I'm
don't have
doing
to. That's insane. No, it's insane.
right.
No, I'm
I'm
telling
doing
you, it's
everything
insane.
I'm doing everything for you.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Which
But
you don't
she's
have
not
to.
your
It's not
best
like
friend.
I'm
She's
going
not your
cheating.
baby mama, and she's not your ex-wife.
But you are.
All
But you
those
no.
three,
But you are my best friend because if you're my girl, you're my best friend. I don't have a female best friend. I'm
not since
sorry.
high school
I
or
got a
middle school.
question, Nez. I got a
You
question.
said middle school. Stop middle school.
How
Shout
long
I
were
out to
got
y'all
a
middle
question.
school.
You and your wife
Shout out
was
to middle
besties
school.
at
You know
y'all
what?
grew up
I got a
together.
clip for this. I got a question, but go ahead, Corset, because I'm gonna show
Oh,
him something,
oh yeah,
and
you
I
find
want to see if he recognized this.
so I'm gonna show you how the normal woman brain, because my brain doesn't work like that.
Okay.
So I started learning how women I had to start learning how to be friends with women and understand where they're coming from. But
I had to learn how to
that
be
relationship with
friends
your
with women.
ex-wife, and I'm with you.
Mm.
I'm with you for 2 years, and you ain't put no baby in me, and you ain't proposed to me, but you doing
you,
all this and the third. She
but
still got more than me. She still got more than me
you
every
got
day. She got more
kids,
than me.
and I'm taking care. Me and your kids, we're friends. We're hanging out.
It's not.
We're
It's not
chilling.
logical, Papa. It's not
And then
logical.
And
But
I'm
that's how
bringing
we
my
think.
and then I'm bringing my kids into the situation. Like you driving my kids.
Evo,
around
am I wrong?
town.
Evo, am I wrong? It's not logical at
Now,
all.
and
No,
I'm about to back
talk to
up
me.
your statement because he's a good dude. But you
Yes.
know what the problem is? Women, we gotta be more clear and how we think. I'm about to show you, Nez. I'm about to show you how women think. Then you gonna understand exactly what Corset is saying. I want to know if this reminds you of your relationships. That's all I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
So I just want to see, because I could tell you a good brother. I could tell from the way you speak.
And you're not going to understand it because our
But
brains.
it's
so
hard
different.
to understand the mind of women.
Yeah.
So we're gonna try to break it down for you. Ready?
Yeah. Drop it.
I couldn't, because women will tell me things and I don't understand why they're upset. And then I'm like, oh, normal women have a different type of brain.
Yeah,
this makes complete logical sense. That
So
I'm gonna give
you
my
said
phone number.
normal,
Something simple like I'm gonna give a dude my phone number. He gonna blow me up after I done spent 12 hours with him because he want to spend time with me, and then they gonna get upset. And I was like, what? Well, he too clingy. Well, the other dude ignored you and was getting other people pregnant. But you value that one? It's up, Mama.
I got something else to say. I'm gonna save that for another because I can't mention it right now.
We don't.
Yeah, because we want you back on the show more. Yeah. I like you, Ness.
We don't
get you back here more. You a good dude. You are messing
videos
around
up, people.
Find a good woman up here. I got a lot of ladies that come up here.
Listen to me.
I probably shouldn't have said that in front of the ex-wife, right? I want to see this video.
I want to see this video. I want to see this video.
All right, here we go. Y'all see it? It's on the screen?
Yeah, it's up there, Mama.
All right, here we go, y'all. Make sure y'all can hear it. Okay, so should I read it? No. I'm going to just let him talk. Here we go.
Maya. Hello? What's up, Maya? The car broke down? Now, wifey won't mind. It's okay. Yo. She already knows what it is. I'll be over there in like 15 minutes. Don't worry, girl. I got you. All right. Babe, Maya's car broke down on the road. I know it's 12:41 a.m., but I got to go help her out.
Explain to me why you think that's a good idea.
Her car broke down on the road. Who's she going to call?
Are you a mechanic?
No. Am I her friend? Yes.
Are you a CAA?
Am I her friend? It's 12:41. You want me to leave her on the road?
She can call somebody else to help her.
Babe, I got to go. What's the problem?
It's not a good idea.
What's the problem?
The problem is that it's midnight and you're trying to leave your house to go help a girl in the middle of nowhere when you're not a mechanic. Your car doesn't. What are you gonna do? How are you gonna fix the car? What is your plan?
I'm not leaving her on the side of the road. Like I'll tell you that we've been friends ever since I was 3 years old. There's no way I'm leaving Maya on the side of the road.
Why would she call you of all people?
Because she knows I'm her friend and I will be there for her.
She doesn't have other friends?
I don't know. Of course she has other friends, but I'm the most reliable friend. I'm
tell
her
her
most
to
reliable.
call those other friends.
I'm her most reliable friend.
So she knows that you're reliable and that you would do it, but you're not doing it. So tell her to try out her other friendships and ensure that those.
Babe, get over it. It's not that serious. You know our friendship already. It's not that serious. I'm about to help her. I come back. You already know what it is. Like I'm about to help her.
The doors will be locked by the time you get back. Don't come back.
Okay. Can I say this from a man's point of view?
Sure. It's over. Yeah.
I'm going to say this from a man's point of view, and I'm going to reenact that right now. No disrespect to nobody, so I'm just going to say Corset, right? Mm-hmm. Corset, my homegirl called me, blah blah. Why you going? Yo, babe, get dressed. We both going. we both going.
Mm-mm.
That's it.
No, seriously though.
That would have been my response.
Evo,
that was going to be my exact response.
Babe, we're both going. What do you mean? Oh, I'm not going by myself. Get dressed. We going to help out. First of all, if that's my friend, kind of, like if we're that close, my girl should know her already.
Yeah.
Check this out. This is what I'm thinking about that, right? So she's stuck on the road and you want us both to go. Now that could go. Now I'm thinking how I would handle it, right? That could go either if I don't like her, she's stuck on that damn road. You know what I'm saying? That's one. If I don't pump with her. Two, if I go, it's gonna look like I'm insecure and I'm going like she got the upper hand. Like if you were by yourself, she might feel like she got you and I'm coming because I'm insecure, which may make her think that she got something on me. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, if I know her and we're that close, you know her. So now she don't feel like that. Just off the jump. So before that call came, you already know, oh, she calling you, yo, she's stuck on the road. Okay, babe. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, you already know her. This ain't just no.
You're not listening to Evo. Evo's the normal woman brain. Well, how Evo reacts is how the majority of women react to that situation. I am an outlier. I understand and I have no problem. Because look, my homeboy called me at midnight because he's sick. I'm not a nurse, but I'm gonna go and take care of him. Are you gonna be cool with that? Next.
Say that again. Wait.
My homeboy's sick. He
Wait a
calls
minute.
at midnight.
Wait a
Needs some
minute.
medication. I'm not a nurse, but let me go on to his house and take care of him. How you feel about that?
Are we going? Like I'm driving?
No, that was we. You
no, but I didn't know.
You're gonna go fix the tire, and I'm gonna go take care of him.
No, go ahead. That's the homie. Go ahead. Like we got two different situations. Go ahead. Go make sure our homie. Keywords. Spell your. Right now, spell your.
The word?
Yeah.
Y-O-U-R?
What's in your?
What do you mean?
You are our.
Right. So go take care of your homie. That's our homie.
He took me back to school on that one.
Okay. Go take care of your homie. Go take care of your homie. That's our homie. Make sure he good. Because I'm going to go change his tire. I'll meet you there. Or you meet me there. See, it got to be understanding. And people always be like, yo,
but the normal woman's brain is not thinking that. Your business, look.
Nash,
I got told.
I'm going to tell you something.
People ain't playing that game. And the majority of people on this planet ain't playing that game.
I'm going to tell you something. Nash, check this out. Right? Let's say, because my best friend, right? I've known him over 30 years. You know what I'm saying? Let's say Corsette is my best friend. You know what I'm saying? We're going to name her Corey. You know what I'm saying? I've been best friends with Corey over 30 years? Forever.
That's your brother. You know your mother. You know your family. He has your barbecues.
Yeah,
30 years.
That's true. I'm going to give you something. I'm going to give you something that sits on your spirit, right? Let's say I've been best friends with Corey. That Corey's a dude. You know what I'm saying? Now, let's say I'm in a relationship, but my relationship ain't going right. Do you know I done looked at Corey a million times? You know what I'm saying? Because I know Corey is a good dude. Every woman, usually that has a Corey in her life, it usually starts out as, well, no, that's Corey. I don't want Corey out. You know what I'm saying? Corey been a good dude all his damn life. You know what I'm saying?
But you said
eventually, after she start messing with them dusties, Corey gonna start looking good as hell. I don't give a damn if Corey look like Shrek. Corey is gonna start looking good, and some type of way that best friend is going to assemble around to Corey.
Right, but
that's a woman.
So can I
your
say
ex-wife, right? And you said the girl they weren't friends. That was just somebody that you dated after her.
Yo, y'all don't even want to know. Their names are so close. It's like 2 letters off.
Ooh. Y'all do that. Ooh. I'm pretty sure they look alike. I'm sorry.
And I'm pretty sure he's accidentally called her by the original.
She making pork chops right now. Sorry.
I bet he's accidentally called her by the original's name.
We don't want to talk too loud.
I did. No. You're right. I have. But during an argument.
Wow.
See, because you want the ex-wife. That's who you want. She was just a felon. Matter of fact, she was the replacement. Yeah. And let me tell you something. That replacement builds the connection that you have with your wife. And it's always going to be a problem. They always going to be a competition.
So my therapist, I don't know if y'all should know him. If anybody watch reality shows, y'all should know my therapist. My therapist is Dr. Jeff Gardia. He's been on TV, Love and Hip Hop. Little light-skinned dude.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's that. Well, he's been my therapist since I was 14. So he knows me since I was 14. I'm 47.
He knows you. Yeah, that's wonderful.
I'm 47. So I can always pick up the phone, not any time of the night, but I can FaceTime him. Of course, he's going to charge my job. He's definitely going to charge my union, my insurance. But but when I talked to him, of course, he said, you never gave yourself a break. You just went straight into something else. So you went from, and then, being honest, I got women issues, period.
Mm-hmm.
I was the only boy growing up.
Oh, you were spoiled.
Yeah.
No,
Nope.
not that case.
Nope.
Oh,
Either that, or
Nope.
you was the man of the house.
I
Like you
was
had
the
to be the
black
man.
sheep.
You had to be.
Nope.
Oh,
you
I
the
could.
black sheep as the only
I-
boy.
As the
Oh,
only
this-
boy, my
Damn.
mom didn't really treat me good. My sisters piggybacked off that and stuff like that.
wow.
So,
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
like I had those. I had female, and then being what my ex was so long and stuff like that, and getting
Mhm.
heartbroken, and then going to the next girl. But I didn't. But see, I did not carry that to the next girl. But she carried what she been through to me.
Mm-hmm.
She bled on me. So when I tried to tell her, like, yo, I don't like the way you talking to me. Oh boy, here we go. Here we go. You just want to argue. But when I'm quiet and meeting your goals and doing everything you gotta say and everything you want to do and everything. You're such a sweetheart. Yeah, he supports me. I put on the radio, put a Power 105, put on the radio and everything. You know what I'm saying? To tell her story. Yeah, I was abusive in a relationship for 18 years. I said, wait, how long you was with him? She said 18 years. I said, there's no way. You was in an abusive relationship for 18 years. Like when he met you, he didn't go bang and just bust you over your head and go, you're my girl. And we're gonna have kids together. You know what I'm saying?
18 years.
Women, 18 years abusive? How long y'all been together? 18 years. There's no way you was abused for 18 years. I'm sorry. You're exaggerating.
It's possible.
Why would you stay 18 years though?
It's possible.
Did she have any children by him?
He got two. Corset.
Oh, he got two.
It's possible when you don't know that you're being abused. I was
abusive.
It's a weird. Because I believe that too.
I was abusive for you for 18 years. How long we been together? 18 years. So when I met you, I abused you.
It could have been mentally. It could have been emotionally.
Let me tell you,
I'm not know that it's happening.
I was gonna
especially
say
if she was like a teenager.
I was gonna say I'm not the perfect guy. And again, I could pull her in here. She can tell you I wasn't the perfect guy. We was someone.
But I got a question for you. The last relationship that ended, what did you do wrong in that last relationship?
What did I do wrong?
Mm-hmm.
I stopped talking to her, and this is what I feel I did wrong. I stopped talking to her, and I started talking to other women about my issues.
So you shut down emotionally. Okay.
Because I couldn't talk to her because I couldn't tell you what was wrong, what was going on, or whatever. And one of the two people that I was leaning on, when I didn't do something she said, she DM'd her and was like, yeah, you need to get your man because I'm taking better care of your man than you are and this and that. So it made it seem like I was
no, you know what your problem is? You don't know how to pick women.
It made it seem like I was cheating.
Oh.
That does seem, yeah.
You have like a Captain Save the whole complex?
Of course.
Yo.
He gonna take a swing on that one. Like I got to say these hoes.
No. So the other person, she's like my aunt. She said that. She was like, yo, you need to stop trying to save these hoes.
Yeah.
She was like, because when you get in there, like there was somebody I tried to deal with not too long ago, and she moved to Texas, and it was like I started basically doing the same thing. Like I started bringing her everywhere, introducing her to celebrities and stuff like that. And she was like, "The F you doing?" Like she didn't earn none of this. She was like, "What are you doing?" And then when they feel entitled, and then when you can't do it, now they mad, they upset,
But let me tell you something. When a woman get upset, that's the real her, and that's exactly how she feel about you. You will never know until she get upset. Once you tell her no, she will tell you everything she's ever thought about you from the time that you smiled at her in the club or wherever. And that's how she really feels.
I'm a homebody.
That ended my last relationship.
The club is right here. Look.
Yep.
But have you had
Yeah.
How much time have you had in between even the last relationship?
Well, right now it's a year and some change.
No, but you were talking to the one from Texas. So even in talking to somebody and trying to take care of them, that's still you being in a relationship. How much time have you just spent with you, not around any women, not taking care of any women?
In between the one that from Texas. So I've been with 3. Right. So we're gonna say 3. Well, no, we are gonna say 3. I'm not perfect. It's not been 3.
No, we're not talking about, see, because one of the first things I said,
my ex-wife got some stories. Anyway.
Yeah. When I was giving out the free first step is we got to let go of these dusties. We got
your pork chops ready? I want to see your pork chops.
I'm here because y'all making me want to pour another drink.
I need a drink too. I can't have it. I gotta.
We need time to purge. Especially men. Men don't give themselves time to purge from the last hot mess. And we get to talking, even online, is emotional relationship that you started with somebody to keep.
The 2. So, all right. So, I'm going to say.
I'm still here.
I'm going to say a couple of months in between that.
Okay.
Not well.
6 months to a year.
Everybody's been a couple of months. Everybody.
Like in between?
Yeah, everybody.
Let me ask you something.
Sorry.
I used to trauma bond with people. Most of my relationships were trauma bond. Like, I lost my mother, they lost their mother, I lost my children, they lost their like things like that. You know what I'm saying? You think that what it might be too?
Yeah.
Like maybe
because but the one I was telling y'all about, like I said, I would tell her, oh yeah, me too. And she didn't do none of that. Yeah. It was just like, oh yeah, me too. Oh yeah, I love communication. Now you love communication when it worked for you. But as soon as I said something to communicate, which was how I'm talking to you now, you know what I'm saying? Oh boy, here we go. What's the issue? And I'm like, but when you bring stuff to me, I'm like, hey, hey, what happened? Oh wow, I did that? My bad. I made you feel like that? Okay, well, the next time it happens, point it out right then and there and say, hey, see, babe, look, you're doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, see, you're doing it. And it don't have to be in front of nobody. I'm trying to get this together. It doesn't have to be in front of nobody. You can just actually pull me aside right quick and say, hey, you just did it. You know what I'm saying? And of course, like I said, she was, oh yeah, I like this, I like that. You know what I'm saying? Then even, just meeting like, oh, I'm OCD. Wash your hands. Do this. Do that. It's more too. And then when I got to her crib, I was like, you OCD. And she was like, oh yeah, I just moved here and everything. And I was like, okay, okay, you just moved here. Then as time went on, I'm like, you really not gonna clean your house? Like, you just keep buying more stuff. Like, and then
that OCD, the pack rat one.
And then chilling with her kids. They was like, oh, mommy was like this before we moved here. Like, she's just junky. And I was like, and you're sitting out here and you're acting like the cleanest person. Listen, my stories go crazy.
You just seem like a fraud.
My stories go crazy.
That's a count of depression, though. That's a sign of depression. And
my stories go crazy. I'm like,
issues.
How you trying to be a
she definitely had 18 years. She definitely had mental issues and getting beat up. And
I had to take her on a shopping spree to get new underwear. I was like, what is this?
That would have been a red flag to me, though. You tell me it was a domestic violence relationship for 18 years. There's nothing I can do for you. One, because you don't make good decisions.
I was like,
you know what I'm saying? Two, you let somebody terrorize you for 18 years. You know what I'm saying? That's how I always ask men, why did you break up with the person you were with? And why didn't it work out and stuff like that? I need to know your decision-making skills, how that hurt you had from that relationship is going to come and bother my situation.
I can tell you us. I can tell you about us because we had a discussion and it was on, it was one Father's Day. like, and I was like, she was like, oh, I gotta talk to you. And I was like, all right. Like I was dropping my daughter back off, and she was like, I gotta talk to you. I was like, okay, go ahead. And she was like, not today, it's Father's Day. I was like, listen, just let's get it over with. I'm here. And then we sat down, we talked.
Not on Father's Day. Why would you do that for?
And she told me, and then I went back downstairs to the other one I was talking about, because she was waiting in the car downstairs. And I was like,
you're a little messy.
I was like, wow, how am I messy?
Well, no, he might have been dropping off the kids or getting gifts or something.
Oh, that's like, why was she down? Oh, that's why she was down.
Yeah. Handle business at home.
Oh, I'm about to say, you know,
it's his Father's Day. He want to go get his gifts.
I'm like, how's that messy? Shout out to you.
Got lost
that was messy.
Yeah, because it reminded me of one time when I was going with this dude, and he told me that he was gonna get his sister on me, and she was downstairs. I said, if you love that hoe, you better leave her down there.
Oh no, that fight.
No, she's not coming back.
That
he nicely left.
that don't do. They both was at my mom's.
I thought,
they both was at my mother's funeral. And cordial. They both was at my mom's funeral.
But that's a sign of emotional abuse, because there was no need to bring that up on Father's Day. That could have been done.
Well, she has said that. Let me say this. She has said that previously, but I brought it up on Father's Day because I was dropping my
okay. That's on you. You wanted to have a deep conversation with the one you really wanted to spend Father's Day with while your new one was in the car.
You know what that sound like to me? That sound like you don't want to be alone. That's what it sounds like.
I've heard that from, like I said, one of my friends that she's like my aunt. She's an older, she's our aunt. She could be our aunt. I'm 47, so she could be our aunt. She was like, nigga, you need to learn how to be alone. Like you just, whoever say hey, you just was like, okay, welcome on in.
That's what it sounds like to me too.
welcome on in. You know what I'm saying? But now,
everybody does it though, especially after the pandemic. But it don't make for good relationships or nothing. It's always traumatic.
Now I'm on this trip. I'm on this power trip, and like I said, I call my therapist whenever I feel, and I got like this positive. You know what I'm saying? I got this. I don't have the devil and the angel on my shoulder. I got the angel and the angel on my shoulder.
That's wonderful.
And I'm on this trip, and nobody can take me from that trip. So if I'm talking to you and all you want to do is this and that, I'm like, oh, red flag, you good. Like I'm good being alone. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm good, like, cause I get to lay down, wake up. I don't gotta hear nobody's. Like I don't mind hearing your problems, but I ain't gotta hear it all day, every day. And then I'm trying to fix you and put a Band-Aid over you, but you draining me.
Yeah.
But you don't have to fix us. I think that's a huge thing with men is they feel like they always have to fix us, and sometimes you can just give us a hug and say, I'm sorry that happened.
But all right, so maybe I probably used the wrong word, but like
no, that's the absolute correct word.
But help. That's you know what I'm saying? Like
that's the man's gig. The man's gig is to help and protect.
I got extra money in my account. You having a problem? Send me your CashApp.
But you know what?
I know that's right. I'm about to send you my CashApp.
How about you? You can't lead with that. You can't lead with that. Like your auntie said, they ain't earned it. If they not your wife, you don't need to be fixing nobody's pockets.
And she don't ask me for nothing.
Matter of fact, what is Super Chats at tonight? Can somebody fix these? If y'all like this content, send some Super Chats. We got 5 Super Chats tonight. Somebody send a Super Chat piece. I know y'all are enjoying this. Y'all been in this room for a while. Help your girl out. Support your girl. You know what I'm saying? This is great content right here.
So I be joking around and be talking about being in brothers' pockets. But if y'all are not in a committed situation where that's going to be your future wife, you don't need to be fixing all day problems with money. That's a big girl.
But it's not. I'm not trying to bother.
You're a good man. I don't want to take that away.
You know what I'm saying?
You're a giver.
I'm a
that's
homie.
loving. Even when it's over, they still got their hand out.
My boys hit me up, and I'd be like, they be like, oh, so I'd be like,
oh, this a long twist.
You and your wifey having problems? Like, yeah, she got fired. Or you just moved to Atlanta? Because my cousin, this is my best friend. My cousin is like my best friend. Like, oh yeah, I just moved to Atlanta, and I'm like, here's $1, here's $200. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. Y'all try, y'all was looking for a job at that time. Like, they good now, but at that time, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh,
yeah. Do they ever give it back?
I don't want it back. It's no strings attached.
No, I didn't ask what you wanted. I said, do they ever give it back?
No, because I don't ask for it back. It's no strings attached.
You shouldn't have to. People who love you.
You said what?
People who love you and respect you will return what you did for them. You don't have to.
Let me take this off. We got the same microphone. It's just mine.
Yeah, D Shields is telling you to take it off earlier because it sounds muffled.
That's why it's muffled.
They've been saying it all through the show, but I didn't want to bother him because he was telling me.
Oh, so how I sound now?
You are a giver.
Yeah,
you wear your heart on your sleeve, and that's wonderful. But at some point comes a time where you're like, you know what? This is not ever reciprocated.
Yeah, but God,
even if you don't want it,
God is going to get that to me. I don't.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. But if you lead with that in relationships,
anything back.
That's how you're a giver, and that's how you're a lover. You're a gift giver. That is your love language. That's what you do to take care of people. But when you're taking care of people who don't deserve it, that's why your auntie said you're doing too much, and it's not coming back. You leading them to water, they drinking and then spitting it in your face because it wasn't cold enough. You don't deserve that.
Listen,
these heifers.
The one that said I was doing too much is the one that was doing too much. Like
I
was doing too much.
So she definitely know.
I was doing too much for her.
Absolutely.
Like, wait a minute, you giving mine away?
Hold on for 1 minute, y'all. Hold on 1 minute. I'm sorry, y'all. Daryl, thank you so much, Daryl. We need some super chats, y'all. We got 4 more super chats. Let me show love to Daryl Whitaker. Y'all know everybody loves Daryl. He gave a super chat. Thank you. And he said, shout out to Nez. You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much.
I love what D Shield said. I hope she can come up. Yes. Anxious attachment style.
Thank you, Daryl, for saying Nez and not putting my real name up there.
Right?
Let me give y'all some love. Thank you, King. Here we go.
Ain't got enough to pay the rent. Can we delay the bills? Another dollar getting spent, another day to chill. I can't afford to play it safe. I gotta make a deal. It's gotta be another way, a Cadillac DeVille.
Thank you, Daryl. We appreciate you, King. Yes. Guys, we got 4 more super chats. Let's run them super chats up. I can tell y'all like this content. All right? And we're going to get back to the children and stuff, because now we got a king up here, and we're going to pick his brain a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, we're going to get to it, definitely. I got another clip for y'all, too. My turn has some fire clips. I got another clip. And Nez, you give me an idea for a show, too. So, Daryl, I got to make sure Daryl bring you back. Hopefully, you subscribed. And we'll work together. I like how this is going.
I subscribe. He's the one that we was on the phone for like 2 hours earlier, and he said, yo, I got to get off. You know, my girl is having her show. And I was like, send me the link. Like, you know, I do this, too. Like, you know, like I do Tribeca Film Festival, the red carpet, and all that. Like, so I was like, I do this. Well, I don't do this. What you're doing, I don't do this. I'll probably just, you know, like during COVID, I was doing this, and then of course I was DJing live and all that.
Me too. I was doing the same thing. Both. I was DJing too. Yeah, and doing the podcast. I got all the DJing. The podcast came from the DJing. So I took the same thing I was DJing for and started talking to them in the podcast. I'm mad at Just Ice for putting D Nice on, because that was really my thought. And then D Nice ended up getting famous. That's my sister's best friend. Yeah, but because I was like, yo. Anyway, that's another story one day. That's definitely got to do something together. We gonna politic. At least I know you're part of Chad. I know you know Dow. So we're gonna figure something out because this is working right here. You know what I'm saying? So no, I ain't gonna tell them all the secrets, but we gonna figure it out. We definitely gonna figure it out.
Talking
Yeah,
back
I
in.
like you, Ness. Like you, Ness.
No, listen, I thought this was dope. I was in there like, oh no, yeah, I'm not gonna bash, man. Like I just did a whole women's event,
Everybody
and
think that.
I was like, yo.
Yeah, everybody think that when they first listen.
I did a whole women's event. Took pictures and video and stuff like that, and I was like, why y'all bashing men? Like, and my homegirl was like, no, we just telling our story. I'm like, yo, men don't get to tell their story a lot, but you know, like it's like, oh, I don't need a man. Like you're right, you don't need a man. Like we don't need a woman. Well, listen, I need a woman, but I don't know about them. But you know, y'all be like, I don't need a man.
But
And
the
then
ones that go postal don't tend to have women
like,
in their life.
But you know what I'm saying? Like I wanna come home. I wanna, lean into somebody and be like, yo, I had a bad day. Oh, you had a bad day, and then turn everything into their day. And I'm like, but let me tell you about my day. Like, and again, I've been through that. Like, it's nothing I can say. If I say I got shot 2 times, she got shot 60 times. And it's about her. It'll be about her. You know what I'm saying?
Can't do it.
I didn't sleep. So Daryl knows, but I didn't, I do photography. I'm a celebrity of photography. It's only 3 award-winning photographers in the world, and I'm the youngest.
Congratulations! That's awesome. That's amazing.
So yeah, I've been on billboards in Times Square. My work has been on billboards. My daughter, the one that turned 14, she's been on H&M. My 26-year-old, that's a nurse. She's been on H&M on billboards in Times Square.
That's beautiful.
So,
well done.
The Corset, you see the comments?
I can't see the comments. I don't know why.
Now they talking to Corset. It's the first time she's ever been this is the first time we've ever seen her do this.
Been human.
She's good at this, and she's just usually different. You know what I'm saying? They like it. You know what I'm saying? She's so soft now, and that's what good men do. When good men come around, women get soft. You know what I'm saying? See, that's what we was talking about earlier. I said it. Y'all
but again, like I was so focused. I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna let y'all have your podcast back. I was so focused on putting someone else in a good position, I had lost myself.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
And I got told that after we split up. I got told that by my friends. Oh, you was passing up gigs that would have paid your rent, and you was taking her to fashion shows and doing this and trying to do this for her and do that. And at the end, all I got was ass to kiss.
Dang.
That's crazy.
So was she 20 years younger?
Nah, couple.
If she wasn't, then she probably gonna be like that forever. Unless she she done
couple.
Please don't leave us. Don't leave us next.
Yeah, stay Ness, because we're gonna talk about some things. Stay Ness. We need a man's opinion. Oh, you gotta go eat your pork chops?
Oh, video's up, mama.
Nah, I want to see this video.
Oh, all right. So here we go.
He just made the video. Okay.
Thank you, Cousin. Here we go, y'all.
I eat on
it. So I will say that it's a problem with both men and women.
Yes.
I don't think in general we're being raised to be marriage minded because a lot of people aren't getting married anymore like they used to.
Yes.
So someone posted something on my YouTube channel and they were like, Black women are raised to be mothers or single mothers, but not raised to be wives.
I've seen something like that.
Yeah. So it's like those qualities, yes, those are things that a man can appreciate, but how do you operate in a partnership? How do you function as a unit? When you start thinking about those qualities, I think that's where we struggle a little bit. Yep. And it sucks because I think we're getting, again, the short end of the stick. We were raised in environments where we have to have a tougher exterior. Yes. From a young age, you have to grow up really quick. And so I think we just have to unlearn a lot of those things. And that's conflicting with us trying to be in a relationship. So I will.
Now, what y'all think about that?
Good point.
Yeah.
Good, but sad point.
It's definitely true. Corset, Eve, I don't know how old you guys are. I'm 47 again. I love reading. I don't know if y'all know about the Willie Lynch story.
Willie
Right.
Lynch, the
Oh,
letter from
Willie
the
Lynch. Oh
70s.
yeah, we
Yes.
definitely know that one. That
So,
is happening. It's
y'all,
been happening.
yeah, we all, and I'm not gonna say y'all, cause I'm from the hood. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm from the South Bronx. So anyway, the Willie Lynch has happened, and it's going to continue to happen. And I'm going to say this because Corsette, you said something earlier, like the Karens and the this and that. Do you know, out of 100, that 80% of the black women are told, yeah, you don't need a man. You can be independent. You can, right? The other 20%, they take whatever, they can get. I'm not gonna say it like that. They take whatever.
Yikes.
100% of white women are not told that.
I can get behind that.
I believe that. Yeah, that's true.
They're not told. They're not told
I
that.
think every woman said that. My mother said it to me. She was like, make sure. She gave me a couple of key points.
That's the Willie Lynch. Like they stripped y'all women. They had stripped y'all women back then of the men, right? And made them work or killed them and beat them. And who was there left to take care of the kids? Single women. Y'all didn't have men in your lives. Y'all don't need them. You take care of the kids. But you know what I'm saying? Like that's the whole. Anybody read the book, which they keep trying to ban. Anybody read that book, and that's why. I'm sorry. That's why the women act the way they act, because they putting that in your heads, but they don't put that in the white woman head.
But you know why?
Yeah.
You know why that is, though, right? The white women don't have to do what we got to do. They're locking our men up. Our men are leaving. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we have to step into some of these roles because we don't have men to fill.
That's
all that's a plan. But we
but
are adapting to what the plan is, what we have to deal with. Because they locking brothers up and giving them football numbers.
Right, but all right, but look at the even though that's what they're doing. But again, all right, so as a woman, right? Let's have Ronald. Right?
Oh, you're breaking up.
Let's just say you had Ronald.
Ronald, okay.
Right? And Ronald's black. But then you got Brandon, right? But Ronald, Ronald got this attitude, he got this macho thing, and you know what I'm saying, but he's still gonna take care of home and everything and stuff like that. But he's macho, you know what I'm saying? Like, but then here comes Brandon. Brandon is, hey babe, like what you want? You want me to bring you flowers? But Brandon is really robbing you though. But Brandon is really, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, she could cook. I'm not doing nothing. All I gotta do is bring her flowers. We not arguing or nothing. Right? You're gonna go with Brandon. But Brandon is really beating you over the head.
How so?
When Ronald,
so Brandon is the nice guy.
He's just a nice guy, but he's really the scammer. Like, just like how y'all saying how y'all
you said
really
he's a scammer later?
Like scammer. Like he's really the nigga that's really not doing nothing for you. He's just using you for you.
You saying like the hard dude? You did say the hard dude was taking care of home, but I'm gonna be honest, we don't never pick the good guys.
It's just like
we usually don't.
So because you're a good guy, you look at things differently. So the majority of men,
I can tell you right now,
the majority of men are not you. That's why the audience doesn't understand my behavior right now. They don't understand who this person is right now. Because the majority is Pookie and Ray Ray. That's the majority that women have to choose from. Yes, back in the day that happened. But guess what? Men are choosing to not be in the home. Men are choosing to get everybody pregnant and abandon the children. This is a choice now. And this younger generation is seeing daddy chose to leave and not spend time with me. So it's not like we can't keep blaming what happened to us and how we got here.
Yeah.
Because in
Everybody
Africa,
goes about the letter now.
the men are the same way in Africa. The men are the same way in
Mm.
Jamaica, where they run the countries and they're still shitting on the black woman. So we can't use that as an excuse and then be like, because we see these brothers up here every week, lonely as hell, crashing out, talking to women crazy.
So-
Nobody want them, but they want to scream at us that they're the good guy. So women are like, well, if that's the good guy, let me opt out, raise these kids by myself, so my kids, my son, don't turn into one of those good guys.
So I'm going to say this. How many men you know blame because they were raised by their mother in a single household? So that's why they
the men I know who are raised in a single household who claim to be good are dogging out women worse than anything I've ever seen. And
wait, somebody else in the building?
They was raised by a good woman. They was raised. My mama's perfect, but
I don't know if y'all heard the bombs.
Are
I don't
to
know
be
if y'all heard
used. That's what we have out here.
So
the only man I know.
Wait.
The only man I know in therapy, only black man I know in therapy, Nez, is you.
So that better not say nothing, because I just gave you
that's
my
true for me too.
Think about it.
That is messed up.
I gave y'all my government in one of the scenarios. I'm just telling y'all.
We missed it. Don't even worry about it. But
sorry, Nez. I'm just
that's,
thinking, damn, that's true.
Nez, that's a good thing.
I ain't never heard a man say he was in therapy.
Oh,
I heard one. It was on
No,
another platform though, but that was it. That was after I said something to him that sparked him. You know what I'm saying?
I call my therapist. If I'm on a train and I'm having an anxiety attack, as soon as I get off, I'll be like, yo, Jeff, I didn't want to be on a train today. I was thinking about something. Somebody rubbed me the wrong way, online or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He'd be like, because I snaps. Like, you know what I'm saying? And not snaps like, like I'm gonna kill everybody or whatever, but I don't want to deal with no more bull crap. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just tired. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. That's how women are right now. And that's why they're not having babies no more. They tired of these brothers.
Nobody can get another kid out of me. My youngest, my oldest is 26. My oldest is 26 and I'm a grandfather. My youngest just turned 14. Nobody's never getting any more sperm out of me.
when we talk about Becky didn't have to grow up anywhere close by majority to what black women have to deal with. We are over sexualized. We are under respected.
Yes.
The stereotypes follow us because there are no good stereotypes, because even us being the sexiest creatures on the planet isn't a good stereotype. Yeah. Because then that just means they can do things to you. I just had an HR meeting where the audacity of this basic ass Mexican HR bitch to tell me it's okay for men to follow me to the bathroom, as long as they're not inside the bathroom. And then when I tell her about the straight man that is inside the bathroom, we change the topic.
All you gotta do is record it and then go get you a lawyer. That's all. She gonna make you.
No, you can get fired for recording things at work.
Huh.
And
not if they're in the bathroom. No, yes. You cannot. I'll send you a lawyer. I can guarantee it.
You can send me.
If he in the bathroom with you,
this is my baby. This is my 14-year-old who just turned 14.
That's a threat to your life, and that's what you. We're gonna talk, Corsair. We're gonna talk.
If you can get a lawyer, because in this town,
they bugging. I'm gonna get you a lot of money.
Casinos run everything, and we don't matter, especially when I'm the lonely sister. I am the one black woman and 40 employees.
You ask for a check. That's all. Sometimes you gotta take your respect. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be honest. I've developed a system, right? I don't care who hit this one. You tell me no on the phone. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere where you're not looking at my face, I'm pulling up. That's just what it is.
Well,
you know what I'm
listen.
saying? And you're not gonna say that. Every time I pull up, I get the yes, I should have got on the phone. But it's okay. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you just need to see me and feel my presence to know I'm not taking no for an answer. You know what I'm saying? You're not
easy
just
to
gonna
say. That's easy
I
to
know
say.
my rights and I will fight for them.
For me,
that's easy to say, but in the real world, in the Trump world, where
I'm in the Trump world, it's happening now. I just pulled up on a employer today.
We've been in the Trump world.
I'm not playing. Because they will make women feel like we are powerless. And we are the most powerful things on the planet if we knew our power. And let me tell you,
knowing your power and executing that power when there's essentially the laws aren't with you anymore because they're being hijacked by a racist pervert leader.
But that's what they want us to think. That's what they want us to think. We still have rights. We gotta use them.
It's not about thinking.
I'm the only guy it is. You don't have to worry about him. You know what I'm saying? Because again, if you got a good man or a man, I'm not gonna say good. If you got a real man by your side, listen, all that is out the window. You don't gotta think about what he's trying to do because your man's gonna find a way. He's gonna find a way to come home and make sure you're good. He's gonna find a way. The same way.
But where are those men, sir?
That's a great question right
listen,
there.
That is why
I don't know about them. I don't know about them, but
exactly. You don't date men, sir. They don't make them like that anymore.
If you making me feel like I can go out there and conquer the world,
we do that for everyone. We're black
I'm bringing the world.
We do that for everyone on the planet.
But
no one does it for us. We black women, we do that for everyone on the planet, and no one does that for black women. We have uplifted nations, we've saved nations, we've created nations. But no one does that for the black woman anymore, and this is why we're not having babies, we're not getting married, because we're done listening to fake promises, and then when the shit hits the fan, it is always your fault. It's your fault you're a single mother. It's your fault. Your man turned into a creep and you had to get divorced. It's your fault he cheated on you. The shit black women hear and have to go through.
Cortez,
if everything's going to be our fault, you might as well be by yourself.
I got 3 girls. 3 girls and 1 boy. My son is a
can't hear you, Chocolate. Mm-hmm.
Chocolate.
And we can't hear you, Ness.
You can't hear me?
Low.
You got to speak up.
I'm low?
Something.
Yeah, you got low.
You good.
You better now.
I have 3 girls and 1 boy. I got 4 kids by the same woman who's a dope mom. Nobody can never say that. She's a dope mom. You know what I'm saying? My girls, my girls especially, they'll tell you I ride for my girls. They call me and they my kids. They literally are mine, but they call me. Only the baby calls me daddy. All the kids, my son, and my other 2 daughters, the 2 oldest ones, they be like, Ronald, such and such happens. I just said my government. They be like, Ronald, such and such happened. You know what I'm saying? And I ride for them, and they're adults. You know what I'm saying? But in their relationships,
you're not there to be their husband, sir.
No,
I can't call my daddy.
I'm not there to be their husband.
No, but what I'm saying is I can't call my daddy when I get sexually assaulted at work. It doesn't work that way.
Yes, you can.
And then when you go through the channels, my dad's not going to go to prison because
you got sexually assaulted at work.
My feelings got hurt.
You said sexually assaulted at work.
Yes, and then they gaslit me. That's what my HR meeting was about. There wasn't any proof, I guess.
I will record the meetings too. I'll be a recording.
No, but if there's no proof,
it is what it is.
Like I can't call.
No, we can't hear you.
You can't.
Also, I'm in entertainment. Also,
it say you on mute.
Oh, me?
Yeah, she's on mute. Chocolate. I'm also in entertainment.
I'm sorry.
In comedy. So when I do report and I go through the proper channels, they suggest I quit. And in entertainment, there's no HR in entertainment, so you just suck it up. So when you do have a man,
me over there with you, Corset. You're the Brooklyn girl over there with your Corset. You be unstoppable. They be scared to say your name. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I've trained. In the comedy scene. I've
come
trained
for a visit.
I have trained them, but recently I went back out to comedy and put my guard down.
But it
happened again.
Where are you in comedy?
And it's just kind of like I'm in Vegas. I'm in a town where women don't matter, so it's extra.
I was gonna say like like you're in New York, you're in Connecticut, you're in
Vegas.
I see you in June. You better have a
West.
So
when you walk into a room,
comedy show. You better have a bomb comedy show when I come out to Vegas in June.
Oh, my shit is so good. They don't let me on stages. I'm a dominatrix preacher, sir. My stories is I turn my trauma into gold. So nobody can follow me, so they don't put me up, so they don't have to try.
Yo,
a bitch is great. And that's one thing. I'm not confident about a lot. But when it comes to telling my story on that stage and making trauma funny, the footsteps I want to follow is Miss Pat. She is a genius. Yeah, she is the best comedian of our time and the next time and the next time. And she actually got me when she was talking about her man.
I'm gonna follow you on all social media.
Like,
Shalom.
I'm going to tell you.
We can hear you. Welcome back, baby. But Cortez, you being that for your girls is not the same thing as Evo having that in her life to have her back, or Chocolate having that in her life. Yes, daddies look out for us, take care of us, teach us to go shoot. Yes, I can do all that. I know I can break a kneecap where a nigga will limp for life. But now I'm gonna go to prison because a dude grabbed my ass. Because I'm the one who's going to be in trouble. I've been arrested for defending myself.
Nah, don't worry.
And the police officer said, "Look what you're wearing."
Exactly.
Officer Demon, I will never forget that name, girl. Officer Demon said,
"I need to move to New York."
right.
Damn, some of these brothers are scared over
here. Cortez, I'm gonna be at your show eating cheese.
You won't choke to death. Don't choke to death.
Let me play this clip, y'all, because we keep getting off the subject. Let me play this clip.
But yeah, having a great dad is different from having a dude who's going to have your back and not blame you because he can't protect you.
Come on now. Say it for the people in the back. Knock twice and turn around. Okay. Throw some motherfucking salt over your shoulder.
I gotta go soon too.
Well, that's what I did. I just came in to pop in and see what y'all talk about. So
yeah, I'm gonna play this last one. We might do a part 2 to this. Because we kind of got off the subject and we were supposed to end at 11. So let me see. We're going to get the last one. And then we're going to see Chocolate stay.
I think it was
this is just what I was talking about. Thank you, Evo. That's a good one.
Yeah, I got a clip for everything. I didn't play most of them. I try to get my
we get blamed for everything. We see it. We get blamed for everything.
Yeah. And it's something to say why we not having kids no more, I think. I'm not sure. I didn't listen to it. But this dude right here, he's a rebel rouser, like whatever y'all call that. But his opinions is crazy. Okay,
I need to call Daryl like that.
All right, here we go, y'all.
Need a man who they feel like is unthreatening. So they need a man who they feel like is unthreatening to.
Yes. That's it. The non-threatening man.
So if I feel like you're somehow less than me, as if I'm your mother, or you're not a strong man, or I'm not going to get a lot of opposition, then you're safe.
Yes.
So if we have a weak man, now at least we have a man for show,
and somebody to make a baby with.
Exactly, not somebody who's going to lead us because they're not qualified to lead in the first place. So then it becomes that that mother-son type relationship.
Exactly. So I like the word you use, non-threatening. The young lady asked, okay, so Aaron, why is it that it's so many single mothers and most Black families are full of women? The typical woman searches out to be a mother first, because that's all she's raised to be, is a mother.
So they need a man who they feel like is unthreatening to.
Yes, that's it. The non-threatening man.
So if I feel like you're somehow less than me, as if I'm your mother, or you're not a strong man, or I'm not going to get a lot of.
Sorry, I was on mute. So what y'all think about that?
Could I throw my theory in real quick?
Yeah, good.
That's okay. Hey, how you doing, sir?
Welcome.
I wish that Black men could have the conversation that they feel powerless. And the only way they feel power is by being warred over who they deem as weaker. Because again, in the United States, Black men still have to they have to compete with their counterparts. And that hasn't happened yet. They're not even close. So I think it does come down to sometimes like who's the next to be picked on. And I think Black men have decided to pick on us because they don't have the ability to fight the real enemy. If you're so worried about us being snatched off or being with other men or being single mothers, go make a place for us. Go find a place where we can be wives and the children can be safe. But dudes don't do that. And then they sit up and say, oh, well, it's where you go. You don't know where these men are. They ain't at the church. They ain't at the grocery store. They ain't down the street. They are individually in the minds of whoever. And if they don't want to come outside and talk and date, I don't blame them. That's why I'm single and I don't have no kids. And I don't want to be ruled over, because all this stuff that they talk out here is all about, go read a book from the 1600s. It sounds just like this. Take away our rights, take our education away, make it seem like our money don't matter, make us seem less than, because y'all want to feel powerful in a powerless situation. And and Black men look at us and go, y'all got more power. Zaddy picked y'all over us. And then you blame us for it. So it's the most insane thing. So I leave it there. That's all I want to say. Thank you.
How you doing, Chocolate? And it's nice to meet you.
Yellow. Hi.
Shout out to you.
Chocolate, give me with the fire.
Don't know how you are, but you remind me of somebody back in the 90s listening to Mary J. Blige.
Sweet.
I love the hair. That's what I'm saying.
Thank you. 1994 for the 99s in the two. Okay, I'm sorry. Continue. Sorry.
So again, I gotta speak for me. I can't speak for all men. Well, I can speak for the men that I know. How about that? Because we always say I can speak for me, but I can't speak. No, I can speak for the men I know, because I actually sit down with other fathers, other divorcees, because I am a divorcee. So when I deal with a woman, right?
I'm a little concerned about them quotation marks. Like, what does that mean?
No. Because you said
woman. Like, what's the question behind it?
No, I mean,
that's how they deal with women in ATL.
What the?
Are you in Atlanta?
Oh no, I'm in the West, up in the mountains.
Oh,
I'm in the boonies, baby.
Oh, I can hear it. Once you said the mountains, you didn't even say nothing.
Far away.
The mountains. You didn't say none of the syllables. You was the mountains.
The mountains.
So when I speak, I'm speaking for me and the other men that I speak with. So me, when I come genuine. I'm not trying to say you the Brooklyn Bridge and the water under it. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't give you that. And I know it's that out here that's in the, these days everybody's on social media flexing like they got it and all that. You know what I'm saying? Nope, I gotta get up and go to my 9 to 5 at Brookdale Hospital. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like the majority of the country. Like
then I gotta do my little side gigs. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because if you live in New York, everybody know you gotta, in order to make it in New York, you gotta work a 9 to 5, sell drugs, and sell fish plates, and that's just a joke. I don't say
No,
but I'm
no,
just saying.
because I know. I
I'm just
remember selling plates with my mama at her school where
you know
she
what I'm
worked
saying?
on the weekend. Like I know the hustle. So, but I
I'm
didn't
not.
want that no more. That's why I
I'm
moved out in the boonies with the horses and the cows.
again. I'm not. I'm
And
not a single
but
father.
Nez,
Go
if
ahead.
more men came out saying that like you are, they would not be alone. But they want to come out and pretend in their mammy car from their mammy house with the newest shoes that cost $5,000, with
Yeah,
the
I just
$5,000 watch, and they don't have health insurance.
oh, I got 11.99. I'm about to get my whole teeth done. I'm about to go to Atlanta, get this whole like anyway. But before I called y'all, my 14-year-old said, hey daddy, can I get XYZ? I said, let me see how much cash I got in my pocket. I got $7 of cash in my pocket. I literally went in my pocket.
I'm
old
here.
school
I
way.
just don't. I don't want to
Hey,
smoke
that
on here, so
Gemini.
I'm here.
The old school way. I went in
How you doing,
my pocket. I was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I said, baby girl, I got $7. She was like, oh, don't worry. I said, no, but I can cash app because my daughter got a cash app card. She was like, oh, okay. I was like, but I can cash app you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and again, I'm sitting in, she's only right here, in the next room. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to front for nobody because at the end of the day, that's not gonna make me or break me. You know what I'm saying?
But you're not dating you. The options we have
No,
out here
no. Corsette, leave that
have
alone.
$2 in their wallet
I am
and
dating you.
$2 in their cash app and are negative in their bank account.
Corsette, I want you to I want you to listen. I want you to rephrase that as a woman. You are dating you because that's
Say it
where
again.
I want you to rephrase that because you are dating you, and that's when you start to get to learn you. You are dating you.
Oh, I've been dating me for a long time, and yeah, I can't lower my standards to a man. That being said,
forget it. No, I didn't say
I
low.
cannot lower my
No,
standards and start dating a man.
I didn't. Oh, Jesus Christ!
I got too much
Shout out
money
to
and pride
Corsette.
to look good. I can't lower
I'm
my
coming to
standards.
I'm coming to Vegas. We coming to your show. I'm sitting front row so you can roast this out of me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
But
don't roast people out
no,
now.
but you have to look at the positive. You are dating you because that's when you start to get to know you as a woman.
Well,
Or a
absolutely.
man.
I've been dating me for 4 years. I know me. I can
Jesus
trust me.
Christ. Shout out to the
It's y'all
rose in the
niggas.
shower. Who said the rose in the shower? Shout out to the rose in the shower.
Ooh, who got a shower? Ooh, I like that. That sounds
I'm
sexy. What's
behind in
happening?
the comment.
Who got roses?
Roses in the shower. Yeah, I like it. Let's see
Who
what we
got
doing here.
rose?
No, chocolate. Not
Oh.
roses in the shower. It's
You
the
talking about the
rose and the shower. The toy, the rose, the toy.
Oh, okay.
No. It's shout out to peace. That's the shout out.
Shout out to the homie who just stepped in the room. Y'all got a homie. We got a brother in the room.
Yes, Black Gemini. Gemini. I can't wait to hear what you gonna say on this. But you and this is gonna be great.
Let me put my face. Let me put my glasses on. He's smooth as crap. Let me put my glasses back on.
First off, let's get straight to the point. I like to address my nemesis immediately. Chocolate. She understands. She's that. You all right with me? Notorious. You Gucci. We good. You can rock in the corner. But when I call you for the heavy artillery, you know what to do because they like to be trifling from time to time. So it's specifically Chocolate. She's a goddess, but that's the thing is when you're a goddess. You start understanding that you don't have room for a king because you want to be on your goddess thing. So continue to be a goddess and enjoy your solo life, but until you find that Thor or that Zeus or whoever. But you're not ready for that, so we're not going to address that right now. Evo, you're a lovely lady.
That's where I was going, bro. That's what I was.
You understand right between the lines. Evo, I'm gonna give you a shout out. I know you in a thriving relationship. Like any man that's convinced to love you means that he might be deaf. I'm not wishing that on him, but if he can't hear your attitude, something is wrong in his life. So let's start there.
Got
Let's
jokes.
start
Y'all
there.
see, he a strong man.
No. I
Right.
apologize. You know, I
He's
came
here
off
for it.
overly aggressive. I'm a soften it up. Look,
No,
I
you're
apologize.
so
And I
bad.
have to acknowledge one more lady, and then Notorious, you can fly with it, because, you know, women tend to get in spats. It's like, you know, we address Chocolate, Evo, and all of that. We ain't even spoke on the lovely woman. Like, when I seen her, like, if we can have X-Men rebooted, you know what I'm saying? I remember, she had the Rogue with the little hair stripes and all of that and stuff and all of that, which means she's the type of woman you don't let touch you, because she gonna try to steal your power. I remember how Rogue operated. Yeah, you thought I was not going anywhere with this here. So you don't let a rogue woman touch you. A rogue woman will deplete a man. So she's
true.
rogue right now. She by herself 4 years. She's okay being
That is
content for a reason.
ridiculous.
Do not let rogue women touch you, because just like X-Men, they will deplete your power. So that's that. That's all I got for you.
That is my favorite.
So,
Well, what about the
I
men who
wanna
like
ask-
that though?
Thank you so much,
ask-
Bad. I appreciate that.
I
brother.
guess
I
they're
appreciate
okay with
that.
being weak then. They're okay with being weak.
I want to ask Bad a question, because again, so I'm going to say this brother to brother, and I know y'all are really trying to wrap.
Did he say Bad or Bob?
I said brother to brother. Bad.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah, bad. My bad. Bad. Brother to brother. So like I was saying to them, you know what I'm saying, like, you go out there, you meet these women. I was gonna say girls, and I'm sorry if anybody was about to get offended. You go out there, you meet these women, and they're so high standard, and they got these attitudes and this and that, and you know what I'm saying. You come there, you like, hey, hey beautiful. You know how we do. Hey beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Like, like, what's your name? What's your sign? As soon as you know what I'm saying? Like, man, get out of. Or even when you with them, you trying to show them.
That's a defense mechanism. If you're too weak to go through that, then you're too weak to be with me.
No.
If you can't handle me having an attitude, hello.
But then how many?
Oh no, I'm just letting you know why that happens.
Right. But then how many men you about to go through before you get to somebody you
for
go
years?
But
there go that rogue woman attitude.
Look,
she rogue, y'all.
Right. But there you go. But then you can't sit on a platform and go, I never met a good man. I never met a good. You get what I'm saying? Like, you put up a wall.
No. The issue is not a strong one.
No. Again, but you put
if
up
words
a wall,
hurt your feelings, then you're not strong enough to walk beside me.
So you want me to remember the story I told you? My ex, 18 years. So you want me to bust you upside your head and go?
No, I'm just not the one for you. If you can't break down my defenses with a joke, after like this one dude, the most beautiful man I've ever seen.
You said a joke.
He just kept bothering me till I finally was like, fine. He was yelling across the bar to holler at me after I already said hello to him. And finally I was just like, just come sit down. And he broke through my defenses and made me laugh. And we hung out for a little bit.
Hey, you're talking about two different type of attitudes. One is like the kind of like an intentional attitude where it's a defense and a barrier at first. Yeah. But then we talking about a natural attitude within a relationship. Right. Now I'm with you and I'm operating on a daily course. So that's how I look at it.
I was saying when you walk up to a woman, you're like, hey,
your mic, Nez, is real. It keep going out. You can't hear nothing.
Y'all can hear me now?
Yeah.
No?
I think you might have told me to it.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Okay.
No. It's somebody that called me. My job called me. Can y'all hear me now? Mm-hmm. So again, when you walk up to a woman, you say, hey Cortez, like, Jesus Christ, it's Cortez with the Cortez. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's like, oh, if you want me.
Wait, I didn't hear what you said, sir. What did you say?
Don't knock on the man. The man said it's Cortez with the Cortez because you should know who Cortez is, allegedly. Continue.
Okay.
Let me turn it.
Thank you, because I didn't need it.
Y'all better stop.
I turned the air off because the air probably was blowing in.
Maybe.
But when a man walks up to you, and again, I'm sure, brother, you're gonna agree with me with this. And she said it takes a strong man to capture my attention. Am I right, Cortez?
Yes.
Right. So a strong man walks up to you. Corset, sorry. Right.
Okay.
It takes a strong man.
I'm so sorry. I thought I was tripping. I thought it was the. I'm so sorry because I thought he kept calling. I was like, "Who is Cortez?" I kept looking around like.
That's what. Yeah, I couldn't hear him.
Right.
I'm tripping.
And then like he's like, hey, hey, beautiful, like, hey, what you doing, blah blah. What's your name? What's your sign? As soon as you know what I'm saying? He do it all that, right? And you like, oh, you giving this angry attitude off. No man is.
So my response would be when he says, "Hey, beautiful,"
not interested.
He don't even get that far. When he says, "Hey, beautiful," I'm gonna say, "All men are liars. I don't believe you," and I'll walk away. You say that to everybody.
I got one more clip.
You when I came on, you said, "Hey, handsome."
We got 3 minutes.
I got one more clip. I was like, yeah, whatever. Like, yeah, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but I'm not hitting on you, sir. That's different. We're not at a bar. We're here socializing. We're getting along. It's not.
Oh, we wasn't at the bar. Oh, my bag. I thought.
But if you trying to holler at me,
I thought me pouring a drink was we was at the bar. Not what he playing.
It's the last one.
I don't like this YouTube. I'm off.
He quit.
Yeah.
All right, video's up, mama.
All right, thank you. Here we go, y'all.
Black women and black girls do not have their children. Do not have their children. Get the birth control that you need to keep yourself safe. Be responsible for your own reproductive rights. If you have been caught and you do have a child, I want you to go on downtown to the courthouse and go on and file for custody. And when you get in front of the judge, I want you to give residential custody to the ashy-ass absentee daddy. And I want you to do every other weekend, okay? Because you need some peace and some mind. And then when he complained about it, I want you to tell him he should have chose better. This is what I want you to do to you. Black women and black girls do not have their children.
Let me stop this.
Do not have their children. Get the...
What y'all think about that?
That is hilarious.
Literally. Where'd you find that at? So I always say again, I got 4 kids by one baby, by one. I'm not, and we don't use that baby mother thing. But my kid's mom, my ex-wife, she would never take me to court, and I know that in her because previously, you know what I'm saying, she got 5, I got 4 by her. And I took care of him, so really I got 5. But if he don't want to be with you, let that man go. If he don't want nothing to do with you, let that man go. Move on.
And him. So you're saying let him usurp his responsibilities?
No. Child support.
But see, okay. So I'm going to say this.
You can let him go, but there's still a bill.
Nah, for me, and I'm going to say this as a man. If I was a woman and I got pregnant, no Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I got pregnant and he didn't want to deal with me, goodbye.
Are you taking him? Are you taking it again?
Don't come back. Don't come back when my son or my daughter is an Eminem or a Shanti, or don't come back and try to act like.
No, sir. The question is,
like 1 in a million.
Child support. Nah, I don't want nothing. I'm good.
Oh, well then you a chump. Then you a chump, and you're willing to let your child suffer impoverished because of your pride and ego.
No, because you don't want to deal with me or my kid. We're gonna make it. See, now I sound like a female now. Now I sound like a female. oh, me and my
Well,
kids,
no,
we
I don't
gonna
have
be
to
good.
do what you
We
get
gonna
your
be
check.
good, brother. You get what I'm saying? We gonna
No,
be
I would
good.
say this: everybody doesn't need to check. Like that's the assumption. There are certain cases where a woman does not need it, so those women can let the guy go, and we see it happen. So we're not going to act like it doesn't happen. But there are a large
call
number
them
of women
suckers.
that do depend on the guy.
Mm-hmm.
And they want it. I can't call them those women suckers because
Oh,
you
that's
got
another man
guys
in the
who pay
building.
for kids that are not his kids. So I
They
mean,
suckers too.
and they find out and they still like, I'm gonna raise this kid. So it works both
Chrisette,
ways.
why do you feel like that's a sucker move?
No.
Like
I
don't
would
want
be
to.
getting some support from my child. I didn't make him alone. I don't care if I had a bag or not.
But see, this
women
lady's
aren't
putting a
millionaires.
demand on him. It's
Everybody's
more than
not
money.
millionaires, and college costs money.
She said, take the kid.
So
you have, I get every other weekend. You have majority custody. So what she's saying, it supersedes the money. And that's the thing. Women won't go that level because they're thinking about the money. If you can have a peace of mind by letting this man get a legitimate 50-50 or full custody, let him rock it out and see how it happens. But you know why it doesn't happen? As a nurturer, women say, hey, I don't want to look like a deadbeat mom because I'm always hearing about these deadbeat daddies. So I want my kids most of the time. I'm going to do all these things. But it's like, hold on now. You can go out here, date. You don't have to be stressed. Let this man get the kids if he's a solid father. You know the ones who don't need their kids like
how is she
nah.
gonna date with kids on top of her?
You said,
how's she gonna date? I'm talking about he has them. He has them full custody. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
How many men
Pay
do we
kids child
see
support.
that
I pay you that $50. Keep
do
them
that?
little bastards. No more teacher conferences. No
Well,
more.
women don't think that way. They don't think that way. They want the
Because
kids
a lot of
to
men don't
put
want
pressure
them
on the
kids.
man.
They
That's
wait
not
till you get
true. That is not
pregnant,
true.
and then be like, I didn't want her,
a
so you
squad
shouldn't
of
have her.
guys.
It's like,
I love
That is
pulling up
not
facts.
true.
Men
I got a
It's
whole
so
squad
true.
of guys.
Look at all the single mothers we got.
Let me see. Percentage of
First
men
off,
they
we
date.
don't know the whole nuance of the relationship. We don't know if she protested against him wanting to be more responsible. We don't know what kind of angst they have. If it was a treacherous relationship, if violence is involved. So sometimes it's best to separate. So I can't assume on every relationship. But the guys I know from my crew, they want to be there. And if they first off, a lot of them is 50-50 if they're not married, but they don't mind having the kids more. It's the women in those instances that be like, I don't want to be a deadbeat
When
mom.
I speak for me, that's what I was saying.
Why's the child support? Because men don't like to go to court. They're not going to challenge it. Guys don't know their rights. You know how many guys wouldn't have to be on child support if they really wanted to pull up in court? But they miss their hearings. Some of them hate court, so they have a stigma about that, don't even want to pull up in there. But when it comes to that, like, nah, you think guys just volunteer? They surrender it because it's easier to them. It's like, how much I got to pay? Okay, whatever, I'll pay it and get it over with. But if they knew their rights, they would argue it.
And then again,
wait,
no, I want to ask that real quick.
Hold on, you know what it would have been easier if you stay with the woman that had your child. You picked her for life. Stay with her.
Well, you say pick, not if you had the child when you weren't married. That sometimes you ain't married, so that's not a picking for life.
Talk about it. But real quick,
you had that child, now you stop. That walking away
it.
stuff is crazy to me.
But understand and listen.
They don't go to
women
court
do it
because they're
too,
lazy and don't care.
No, but listen to and understand what he said. He said they'll go to court and pay that. What's next? Now y'all getting the money. What's wrong now?
Nothing is done.
Nothing. A lot of them don't get the money.
Yeah,
most dudes quit their job, all types of stuff. I done seen a little bit of everything. You know what I'm saying? They giving chump change, $20 and $30 and $40, and feel like they giving 1,000 every month. It's like, my dude, we can't even buy ramen noodles off of what you giving. Like, what we talking? I take care of my kids. Look, he with his homeboys. I take care of my kids. You giving that girl $5. Stop playing.
But again,
it costs more to get her a drink.
I'm gonna take it to
take care of your kids every month.
A woman could be in possession of her kids, but that doesn't mean she's always taking care of them. She's in possession of them.
No.
May I ask a question?
I don't want nobody to have my kids that
I
want to
just
walk
want
away.
to say one thing.
Possession is 9/10 of the law, sir.
You
ain't got possession.
That don't mean you're a great mom.
Listen, y'all. Listen,
that don't mean you're a great mom.
No,
the
wait.
Kids get you mad and you leaving. You ain't got time.
I just want to say one
thing.
thing.
Leave my kids in the street on the side of
I just want to say one thing.
On the side of Chuck E. Cheese, wondering why you done got mad and left them. We not doing
No, but Eve, listen. I just want to say one thing because this is going to go back. You said that's who you keep choosing. Why do you keep choosing? Like those red flags are there. Why you keep choosing that?
Sir, that's who's outside. You know who's the biggest contributor to the child support office?
Why you outside?
Do you know the minority?
You're not gonna get them
biggest
inside.
Contributor to the child support office.
You gotta go outside.
I hate you for that one. Yo, shout out to Eve for that one. She said you're not gonna get them inside.
Yeah, you gotta go outside.
I like when Chocolate want to be cute and raise her hand, like she ain't disrespectful, don't be jumping in. Chocolate out here trying to be a whole different person. Who you faking for? I don't even know Chocolate like that, raising her hand.
She raising her hand. Go ahead, Chocolate. Can we let Chocolate
that gaslighting about they're not going to court because they'd rather just pay whatever is adorable. Get your joint custody. Get your kids half the time.
You think how many guys want joint custody? You know how many women's argue them down so they can get more child support money?
Bro,
the majority don't.
But they want them taxes around April 15th.
Where you at, bad?
Around
I'm
April,
pull up
January,
on you about your
taxes,
bottle and
ain't
everything.
seen their kids
Where
for
you
2
at,
days in a whole year.
If you getting them full custody means you get $1,500 a month, and me getting them half the time
don't talk about
means
who's
like, come on, man, y'all playing.
Who's that?
Y'all playing.
And the only reason you get on Father's Day and Easter so you can look like a good father. That's it. We know.
Oh, y'all are treacherous.
On Facebook,
y'all are treacherous.
Don't let me
How about y'all encourage the kids to be with the daddy rather than talking reckless about them?
Don't let me
the
talk.
daddy's gotta want to be with the kids.
That's not true. Then when you think the daddies don't.
I just want to say this,
especially with black men.
When in any relationship, when the mother and the father don't get along and they split, the kids, they hear them, they see the mother, because 90%, and y'all can do your homework, because don't play with me on this, please. I will tear this whole thing down. 90%, all the kids go with the mother, right? And they hear what the mother say. The mother, they don't never hear the father's story. The father never gets to tell the father's story
because he's not there.
Exactly. You gotta be there to tell the story.
He is.
Y'all are trifling. I know what he means. He's meaning that the mother's giving a negative depiction of the dad, and he's not there to reinforce the story to say, you know what, this is why I fell off, kids, or nah, that's not accurate. I sent y'all this money. Your mom didn't let y'all know.
But the mother will play the victim and make the father look like he's bad when the father's actually all right. So I'm sorry. Can I just do one story for y'all?
Yeah. After that story, I would love to ask a question. I'll let Chocolate go. I'll let Chocolate go.
Okay, all right. Because I was just gonna say this is my life and this is my biography and I'm writing a book and everything. And I had to find this out during life. You know what I'm saying? Like, and
you gonna tell the story anyway? That's what we're gonna do?
No, I'm not. I'm not. Go ahead. Eve.
Wait. Let them get theirs out first, because we about to end this soon. Hold on. I got you.
No, we can do this any other time. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, just give them 1 minute. I wanted to jump in real quick. Go ahead, Chocolate, then Dark Lake. We ain't heard from Dark Lake yet. Go ahead, Chocolate.
Yes, I'm gonna make it really quick. I have one question for the men on the panel. If there are so many men who don't know their rights, then why don't men organize and help each other, get to that place where they have a support system to fight for their kids?
Okay, I will.
That's it.
I will tag you on my Instagram. We will all share our information. I will tag you. I have a whole men's group. The same way y'all women have y'all whole women's group, I have a whole men's group. So I will tag
do a show. That'll be
good.
Of
Fathers, of single fathers that they actually want to be where they at, and then all the I don't never want to say bitter women, because I'm not going to say that, because there's.
But you said it though.
No, but there's bitter men too. There's bitter men.
Oh,
too.
right. You don't have to. Yeah, we good.
There's bitter sisters. There's bitter brothers. There's bitter cousins. There's bitter.
There's bitter humans.
Right. We're
bitter humans.
We're bitter, and
you gotta replay that
bitter.
first
I was
clip
bitter
of the
with my
night,
kid's mother not too long ago. On her birthday, I was bitter. and I messed up her birthday, and I felt super bad. So I went and brought her 2 bags. Anyway, I'm not going to go to that, but anyway, like,
look. I would say this. My answer will be quick regarding this here. And you talk about just a support system with the guys because they don't know their rights. With me, I would say anything that's system related equals defeat for a guy.
Yes.
Like just getting past that mindset of,
yes,
I got to go into a courthouse,
yes,
defend myself, pay for a lawyer, do whatever it is, do research. That equals defeat because the court system is more than criminality, right? You know, from harming somebody. You got vandalism, law. You got abuse. There's so many nuances, but no matter what degree you look at it, they look at a brother took an L for this type of charge, that type of charge, this type of charge. So they're like, you want me to go here into this court and convince this judge I should get 50-50 when naturally women typically get custody a majority of the time, right? And so now it's like, what argument could I have if I have an okay job? You know what I'm saying? So it'd be like, man, I ain't really got enough money to super hold it down. I can give you what I have. And you could be a upstanding citizen, well-spoken, got a degree and all of that. But now it's like you have to typically do more convincing as a man that you a good parent as a father, because naturally they think of women as nurturers. So it's an intimidation thing. Can it be corrected? Yes, it can, but men just have to get over that whole court system, going here, proving all this for my kid. Because some guys just like it like, hey, I'm going to holler at you on the side. We ain't got to go in nobody court. I'm going to shoot you this bread. Let me see the kids. We good.
But,
I got you. Don't put me in this system. They have to
also be agreeing with that also.
But then you still want to put it in writing, because if anything goes left, that's when the court gets reintroduced back into the situation, and you take another L, and that's the whole problem. But I'm listening. I'm Chocolate. I see with the hand up.
Right.
No, I guess I'm a little confused because I'm like, okay, I was talking about why don't y'all have support groups, more support groups for men like that, so they do know how to navigate, or they have. You guys can get help with babysitter to single fathers. That's the stuff I'm talking about. Like, but why don't men?
And y'all just don't
conditioning.
Okay. Okay.
It's conditioning. It's Chocolate. Thing is, and shout out to the panel. Thank you, Evo, for having me on the show again. But I wanted to question Nez. It's Nez, right?
Yeah.
I just wanted to question you about something, and I think that Evo's going to shut the show down, so I'll be kind of quick. But to answer Chocolate's question, it's conditioning, right? Everything that, I think his name is Gemini, am I correct?
Yeah, Bad Gemini.
Everything that Gemini was illustrating to you guys is facts pertaining to the feelings that men have whilst going through that scenario. However, I don't think it's an excuse. I think that men should do their due diligence and form support groups, like you said, to know their rights and to fight for what they want when they're being strong-armed in the legal system. However, it's very easy for women to be like, well, why don't men do that? It goes back to the conditioning answer I gave you. If every time men get together and try to create support for themselves, and it's categorized as misogyny by women in society, then men would feel less inclined to do things like that. So you're right, Chocolate, right? That men should do it more, right? So that is no longer an excuse. I'm just explaining to you the conditioning as to why men haven't done as much as they should have in the past. Because if what you do, you all of a sudden hate women, or you're misogynist, or you're some sort of threat risk, then you're going to feel less inclined to do what's necessary, or to form groups that's necessary to help men. That's my opinion. If that makes sense, Chocolate.
I
wanted to.
I got a question.
Because they're weak and scared, didn't he, Evo?
No, I got a question. Is it misogyny when y'all go to the strip club together?
Oh, I don't do strip clubs. Sorry, Dave.
Misogyny is everything today. Misogyny is
you clowning now.
No.
That's an excuse. That's a big excuse. Is it misogyny when y'all go to the club together and y'all double on the women? If that's not misogyny, you getting together and helping each other out and talking and actually healing. You know what I'm saying? That's not misogyny.
Exactly, Evo, but it's categorized as that. Like when a group of men get together and they make something, it's usually attacked by the major society of this is not right for men.
Black unity amongst men.
Women are not attacking y'all because y'all
But Evo, you're right though. I'm just Evil, you're right.
Gangbang stripper and she gets pregnant. When they gangbang the stripper, she gets pregnant. That's not misogyny. And then
It's not. No, misogyny is the hatred of women. So what you just illustrated is not misogyny.
It's not misogyny. Yeah.
So
who's attacking
a woman like meat is not misogyny?
I didn't say it was right. I said it wasn't misogyny.
Who's attacking y'all? Y'all heard me? Because I don't be thinking y'all be hearing me. Who's
Evo, that's it.
Corset is ready to clown.
Wait, how are we?
Let me ask you a question. Wait. Let me ask you, Evo. I'll answer it this way. Evo. Hold on. Wait. Evo. I'll answer it this way.
Why y'all trying to crush the brother?
Evo, I'll answer it. Evo, I'll answer this question this way. I'll answer this. You said who's attacking you? I'll answer it this way, right? If a man, right, got hit in the face with a brick by a black woman, are all black men and society gonna create media that states that black?
What's your name? Who's speaking?
Dark Lake.
Dark Light. Where you live at?
What? Why?
Where you
ask me where I live.
No.
Huh?
Now he has everybody.
I'm talking.
That literally happened in my ex-relationship.
I'm talking about a popular story that happened on social media. I'm from Nez. I'm from LA. But
wait a minute. Where you live? You live in Long Island? You know?
No, I'm from LA. It was a story. No, but Evo, I'll answer it this way, and then I'll segue to my question to Nez, so I can end because I don't want to prolong anything. But to answer the question, you said
black women.
No. This is what I'm saying, Evo. Right? You say who's attacking y'all, right? But it's mostly metaphorical. So what I mean by this is, if a man walked in the street and a black woman hit that man across the face with a brick, right? Black women and society aren't going to make campaigns and media and push out media that states that black women don't protect black men because that one black man got hit in the face with a brick. But the adverse effect of that is totally different. And this actually happened, if a woman walks out in the street and gets in, actually this didn't happen, it was a lie, but I'm just saying the narrative, right? If a woman walks out into the street and gets hit in the face by a brick by a black man, right? Then all of a sudden it was all these campaigns, it was all this media, black men don't protect black women. That's attack that is attacking black men. So but wait. I know that your thing doesn't relate. Wait, 1 second. Like I was saying. Wait, 1 second. I know that you're wait, Evo. That's what I want to answer. Evo, that's what I wait. Time out. That's what I want to answer. Evo, that's what I want to answer. I want to answer that question. I was already ahead of you. I want to answer it.
Let her ask the question because it's her show.
Oh, sorry.
If you're running,
you're right. My bad.
That's what I'm saying, because I'm confused. What does that have to do with what I'm asking you? Why is it so hard for black men to get therapy, for black men to talk to each other? All y'all doing is going in a room. Like Daryl knows a lot about
talk to each other.
Stuff.
I can't say that. I can't say that.
Why y'all gatekeeping what's gonna make y'all better? You see,
I can't say that because I get
women get in circles, cry together about how they were wrong,
what y'all saying.
And they go back out and get wrong again. It's a terrible cycle. I've seen it. Oh, girl, he did me so wrong. I'm finna go let him do it dirty tomorrow. I see it all the time.
What about women who get together for business?
It's an excuse.
What about women who get together to support each other?
See,
hold on.
You've never been there.
I get
straight up.
Oh, girl, he did me wrong. I'm finna go out here and let him do me wrong tomorrow.
And so what? Men do the same.
No.
Men do the same. You go back. No, I'm talking about Gemini because y'all like to throw those tropes at us as if black men don't go back to bad women, as if y'all aren't abused, as if y'all ain't taken advantage of, or money be taken, or even your life.
With the group not being.
You go get a kitchen towel. You bubbling over all over right now. You bubbling over all over this whiteness.
No, I'm not. Y'all not gonna do that.
You
didn't.
The whole stove top is just bubbling over right now. Let me wipe this mess down. You got
created. Trying to gaslight me.
No, I'm not gaslighting. You're a pleasant woman. I like everything about you. I don't care how attitudinal you are. I don't care how.
I think you women are right, by the way. Wait. I think you women are right, by the way. All of what you're saying is facts, right? There shouldn't be any excuses. I wasn't. Wait.
And
I
tell
like
y'all
when
Wait,
other
one
guys
sec.
pretend to like
Corset.
y'all, knowing y'all
Corset.
trifling.
I want to
That's
say,
perfect.
I wasn't trying to give an excuse. I was explaining you the. Wait, 1 second. I was explaining to you guys the mechanisms of the conditioning as to why men sometimes won't do things that they should do, like have support groups to help men through the court system. It's a mechanism. It's a mechanism in the form of an attack toward males. Like that was the overall point, how it related to the question that she asked me.
Hey,
Not an
man dropped his
excuse.
Dr. Phil on y'all now.
Want to take
You
a
got to be Dr. Philling him. You got to be Dr. Philling him.
Let's say y'all
Feeling
like
me
going to
softly.
jail.
He feeling me
Let's
softly,
say y'all
Dr.
like
Phil.
whooping, because that's what it sounds like.
Can I ask?
Wait,
Can I ask Nez my question?
For everybody?
No, you can let
No,
Evo
real
finish
quick.
speaking.
For
Evo,
everybody.
Evo, no, not.
I
You
was
like
gonna
going
say,
to
I was
jail.
gonna say,
I
Just say
love
y'all
this
want
is.
to be on the bottom. Just say it.
I was gonna say this
Just
is
say
so
y'all
easy.
Man, you ain't gonna be
This
ganging
is
up
an
with
easy
Dark.
question.
Matter of fact, Dark Lake should be up there with the rest of us guys. You're gonna put them down
Yo.
there. Hey,
Wait,
what y'all
No,
crazy
so
for?
We still don't know who's kicking the church.
Matter of
door
fact,
in.
put us at the bottom. All y'all women be on top. That's where y'all want to be. Put
Literally,
Notorious
We
and
can
me
ask
at the
Nez.
bottom.
Nez.
Chocolate need to
Literally,
be at the
I
top,
will.
and Corset
I'm
need to
a
be at the
versatile,
top. Put me
baby.
on the
whoever
bottom.
don't be so fast, Gemini. I still haven't asked Nez my question.
Nez,
So
who stopped you from going to
You
therapy and getting
I'm
help?
a mute.
be, however,
Nez, who has ever stopped you
you
from
should.
going to therapy and getting help?
nobody.
Oh,
Yeah, and that's who gonna stop y'all from getting together and talking about how y'all can take care of y'all damn kids. Because obviously y'all need a damn meeting to learn how to take care of kids. You ain't need a meeting to not put that condom on though. You ain't need a meeting to not to do that though.
But
You ain't need them
Evo,
two strokes. Them
there's
two
a
strokes
no.
that
But
made
see,
that
stop.
child. Y'all ain't
No,
need no
stop.
more.
Real
All of a
quick.
sudden y'all need a
There's
meeting
a lot
to
of
learn how to take care of these
women
big
out there
ass
that
kids.
Evo, why
do that.
two though? Why
There's a
two
lot of
strokes?
women out there that does do that. There's a lot of women out there that does do
I
that.
don't know.
Nobody going like what we
So,
talking
No,
about?
we're
but
not.
okay, Nez,
Yes.
no,
Nez,
Nez. We
Nez.
have a group.
Please
Nez,
hold
what
on.
woman has ever
May I?
stopped you?
Wait,
Evo, you got to
No
put some
woman
respect
stopped
on
me
black
from
men's names. It's not just two strokes.
listen.
Damn.
There's a
three. My
lot of
bad.
women.
3. I forgot the last one. You understand?
Yo,
No,
overdoing it.
Who?
Evo. There's a lot of women out.
What do you have an
Listen, ladies,
association?
Some of y'all got
no,
that extra
Do you
ladies,
have a
listen,
handbook
Y'all been doing this for a long
listen,
time.
ladies, listen.
to tell you how
No,
much your
listen.
average stroke is?
So Nez,
Where
in
the
your
fuck you
group,
get that from?
Listen,
Nez,
there's
in
a
your
lot
group,
of
because you
there's
said
a
you got
lot of
man group
ladies
together.
out there that
Who has
does
ever kicked
do
the
that.
door in and told y'all to stop talking?
There's
Has
a lot
anybody
of
ever kicked the
ladies
door in?
out there that does do
Yes,
that.
yes. Women, give me a
Yes,
case,
so
sir.
many
Give me a case.
excuses.
I love the
Evo.
law. I love the law. Please tell me where to go. Where the women came in
It's too
and
many
targeted
excuses.
you. Do you know that's a hate in some states, sir? That's a hate
like I
crime.
said,
So if a
y'all are
woman
weak.
came in and kicked
Y'all are
y'all
weak and
meeting
scared.
down
That's what it is.
and threw all y'all stuff on the ground and threw your paper cups and kicked your coffee cans, that you should call the police about, sir. You should call
That
the
ain't
police.
never happened.
It's not
I
right.
love that you said you love the
Gentlemen,
law,
right.
Chocolate.
down
Any
to
woman that
you.
says she loves the law
I
like
do
that
love
likes to
the
call the
law.
police. Like that's all you telling me. I'm reading
brother,
between the lines.
brother, only when it works
She
for
gonna
her.
call the police.
Only when
I
it works
love the
for
law.
them.
Yeah, if you're doing
They-
something crazy, I'm not
only
going to
when it
jail.
works for them.
I love the law. You call them police. Let me tell you, I got to put on my thinking cap. When it
No, I
comes
love
to
the
you
law. Has
lovely women,
nothing to do with that.
look, the most important hats, because y'all talking about guys being
Can I just
irresponsible. It's two hats.
learning the
Hold
law?
on.
Chocolate,
It's not taking
chocolate.
accountability.
I love you. I love you. You
Let's hear what you
sweet.
got.
No, because I just like to be
Let's hear what you got.
practical. I
I'm
like
bitter,
balance.
actually.
One at a
Chocolate
time.
is
You
bitter.
shouldn't be bitter. You shouldn't be bitter. You're
you
quite a
shouldn't be
lovely
bitter.
woman for any
Yeah.
guy that has good vision. Maybe.
Yeah.
So
Because
when
then
it
you want
comes
to
to
carry
this
that to your
here,
next relationship.
I understand
don't be
this.
bitter. Don't.
Look, Nez, you all right with me? Look,
Don't.
hats are important
That's
to
right, I
society.
won't. You right, Nez. I don't, and I won't.
No,
That's why
hats
I'm
are
single.
important to
Right,
society.
Nez. Right.
Every woman
I'm asking
that
you as a man.
Nez, listen, Nez,
Hold on, one at a
Nez.
time, y'all. One at a time.
Hold on, Nez.
Let's
No,
let Gemini
'cause
finish.
I'm talking about the importance of hats in society. It would change a lot, right? Obviously, we know the Jimmy hat for a guy, right? A lot of these women, they want the raw dog, have that man put on appropriate protection, and you might not be in this situation. But you know the other hat that's important that gets these men wanting to shoot up the club and these women? are weaves, lace fronts, and wigs. That's a different type of hat. So these guys see that, and when they find out that that ain't your real hair right there, they like, dang, I've been deceived. I shot up the whole club.
Wait.
White women,
I rebuke them in the name of Jesus. What the hell was that?
Y'all keep trapping these guys like
I
that.
disagree with that, Gemini.
Y'all keep trapping these guys
I disagree.
like that. Y'all letting these wigs, these lace fronts, and these weaves trick 'em. Everybody keep their hat on, and it'll be a better society. Everybody needs to keep their hat on.
I want to hear what Evo and Cortez got to say.
So y'all are
Evo, can I ask Ness my question after them? After Chocolate and Corsette?
I'm quiet.
Wearing wigs and weaves all her damn life. Like, what we talking about? Grandma bored as hell. What we talking about?
That's an important hat. That's what I'm saying. Those are the two most important hats. The hats y'all wear and the hats men wear.
We know that
It's a
wasn't
positive.
grandma hair at the church house. We know that. We know that wasn't your mama hair. We know that. We know she put it on a nightstand before daddy clapped that ass. We know what it is. Stop playing. Stop playing.
We've been at the store with your mama.
Okay.
Stop
So now, okay, so Dark told us men are
Evo,
weak
relax.
and
Did
scared.
that hit a sore point? You don't
Chris said I can't hear you.
You don't get
Chris said I can't hear you.
The audacity of y'all telling me that y'all can't get better, but then y'all want to put some narratives on us when y'all can't even have a
No, I
damn
love
meeting
those
to get
hats. The
better
hats that
about
men
how
wear and the
taking
hat
your
that
big
women
ass
wear. It's
kids.
balanced.
Like, that's
It's a
crazy.
fine
It is
balance.
an insult. That's an insult, sir. It's
I'm
not
about to tease you.
funny.
This is going down.
Been answering the question why women aren't getting married and having kids no more. Because Dark himself said men are weak and scared. And now Gemini said they're dumb. So if you're banging me because you think I'm a natural blonde.
And Chocolate, I want you to pay attention to what
That's why I
Corsette
said it's
said, right?
important because men
wait, hold
love
on.
your hat.
Corsette, I want you to pay. I mean, Chocolate, I want you to pay attention to what Corsette said, right? And this is nothing against Corsette, but you know, Corsette, you said I was illustrating earlier why men might be apprehensive about doing what they should do, right? And Chocolate, she likes to make this point that I usually agree with, that men, especially black men, aren't as expressive emotionally as they should be. But I made a point to Chocolate on a different show one time that when a man does express or illustrate ways he can be apprehensive or ways he's emotionally vulnerable is usually seen as weakness to women, which is why men don't usually do it.
You're good.
And
you're
you
good.
just
you made a point.
you just illustrated. Corsette, I'm not challenging you.
He's changing my words because you think you're smart.
I'm not
Nez,
challenging
let
you,
him finish,
Corsette.
Nez. Let him finish.
You said
Wait. Corsette, I'm not challenging you.
yourself because you're weak and scared.
I didn't make those statements.
Nez expressed his whole life and shared with us, and it was beautiful, and no one shit on him today. You're saying men.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you're right.
Share because they are weak and scared, sir. So don't.
I didn't say that. No, that was your perception. No, but see, Corsette, that was your perception of what I said, and it's because of your perception. A lot of women share your sentiment, which is why men don't share. They're not emotionally vulnerable with women all the time, which they should be.
A has nothing to do with B, sir.
A lot of women are not going to let y'all be weak because we need leaders.
Okay, and that's fair. That is a fair truth. No, that is a fair truth. Wait, Evo, that is a fair truth. But don't expect men. Because I was talking to Chocolate about this on a different show. Don't expect men to be so emotionally vulnerable with you and share everything when that is the case.
I don't know why y'all keep saying that.
But I have.
We getting jumped up in here. We're getting jumped up in here.
Chocolate, you're an assassin. I see your style.
Like
I have a history.
Me too, brother.
But I actually, but you men are off the hook for Dark Lake, because the reason why I wanted to hop on here was to ask Nez a question, if you guys don't mind, and then I'll shut up.
Dark.
Yeah.
The conversation was not about you expressing yourself to women. It was about expressing yourself to other men, and your excuse was because women won't let us.
No, that's not what.
He was being
it'll fit your weak narrative.
Well, I thought Evo asked him.
And scared. And
I said that we don't have an excuse.
Men is too dumb to know that this is the wig. This is why we ain't getting pregnant and getting married.
Because y'all can't even keep your own point straight, sir. You trying to blame the coochie.
You perceived it. Your perception of what I said isn't what I said, but that's okay. Hey, it's
I love
agree to
Generation
disagree.
X, a wigless
It's fine.
generation. Shout out
He
to
wanted
the
to jump on.
new.
He wanted to jump on and ask me a question. I want to hear the question.
Yeah, and then I'll be quiet because I don't want to prolong anything. But Nez, right? You were telling your like
Well,
Corset
attitudes
said.
are always prolonging it. Their attitudes are
Okay.
prolonging it. So you can't defeat that.
I want to
Okay, Nez.
What y'all
keep
saying?
coming back.
Come on,
Keep coming back.
Ladies
Because
Like,
you
look
like
at the
it.
narratives. Look at the
No,
narratives.
ladies
you
and
like
gentlemen.
it. The first
I
one,
wanna-
we're going
I
to
want-
stop the meeting. The
I'm a
meeting
good
is going to
guy.
benefit us. We're going to stop it because we don't want y'all to take care of your kids. Then y'all need to be soft and emotionally vulnerable. What women are asking y'all to cry in the corner to take care of your kids?
Hey, I need to cry on my boo. I'm gonna make this a wet T-shirt contest. I'm gonna cry so
I
hard.
didn't say none of
Put on
that.
all white, baby, and let me cry on
You
your
be
chest.
accountable. You want
Like,
to talk
let's
about
stay strong.
how
said, I
we
need to
wouldn't
cry
let
in
y'all
my booth.
cry. You know what I'm saying? Next to the barbecue pit. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Get a
crying.
closet, cry, and figure it out. These kids
While-
need to eat, and these
while we
bills
bring
need to
while
get
we
paid.
bringing the money
Ain't
home,
nobody
we
waiting for you
crying.
to do that.
While we making sure y'all okay, we
If
crying.
I wanted you to be
inside.
emotionally vulnerable, I'd have got a girlfriend. You know what I'm saying?
Dang, Evo, I can't cry in front of you if I was your
I
guy.
agree, but I agree with her.
Right.
That's my point, though.
I can't cry.
Oh, that's messed up.
While
That was
I'm
messed
bringing,
up.
while I'm bringing everything
Y'all
to
The
you.
crying
desensitized.
part, it depends on who it
Y'all
is.
But
desensitized.
Evo isn't everybody.
No,
Evo
he
is not
just
your
said it,
woman.
and I just said it. While
Evo is not
That
your
is
woman.
tough,
while
Evo.
I'm bringing everything home, I'm
cry.
bringing it to you. I can't cry to you.
Y'all won't let the man be vulnerable, but when he cried in front of the
Chocolate.
judge,
Right.
Chocolate. The
'cause
next
life is
time,
hard.
chocolate. The next
I
time.
want to hear what he had to say.
The conversation
Oh, okay.
was
He been
about
trying to ask
men being
one
vulnerable.
I'm gonna buy you some tampons.
No, yo, Evo. Oh my God.
We gonna have a
Conversation was
Evo.
men being vulnerable with
Evo.
other men.
All right, we
That's
gonna
what
have this
chocolate
what it
asked.
is.
I will.
All right, hey,
I will
Nez.
put that in the
Why is
macaroni
he
and cheese while I'm making it. I'm telling you.
Nez. I'm.
I know you better not cry. Now, I'll give you one.
Hey, Evo.
The only way a man could cry when he is
You ain't gonna do me like that, Evo. I'm on your
his
channel.
mama died, his father died. You know what I'm saying? Somebody close to him, maybe even his dog. And I'm a little
Chocolate. Do you understand what I was telling you now on Intellectual Soapbox? This is what I was telling you.
Or he has the bullet
one
or the
Did you
knife
ask
in
about
his
men's
chest
faces?
at
Or
the
did you
time
ask
of the
about
first
Evo,
tear
why
fall.
No, but
While
Evo,
the first
so
tear
tough?
fall. If the second tear fall and the knife is not connected, the bullet is not going through your body, there is no reason for you to
Damn.
cry.
I'm eating
Now,
cheese
And
doodles.
y'all give me a
I'm eating
hard
cheese
time.
you saw
You're
Y'all
right,
give me a
Chocolate.
hard
You
time.
so
You're right.
aggressive
You're
like
so
this.
right.
I just want to be vulnerable to you as a man.
Evo going in. Like
That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, what are we doing?
Evo
Shout out
going
to
in.
New
I'm
York.
just eating
I don't
cheese
play
doodles.
Y'all they
Evo,
completely
no.
All right, can I get to Nez real quick?
Ask that one question. Go
Y'all
ahead.
completely changed the narrative to blame women. When
Yes.
Chocolate
No.
asked,
No, we
why
did
don't you
not.
have all male groups where you talk
You
about
see what I'm saying?
talk to each other?
When men
I
say
wasn't.
good,
No, Corset.
Somehow
see that?
it's
See,
Evo's fault.
Quartet, you
Y'all
just did
can't
it.
talk to
When
each
men
other.
See,
speak
Black
up, we change the narrative.
Manosphere in the
did it.
chat said it's all love, and it is all
I'm not gonna
love.
say
I'm
nothing.
not blaming women. That wasn't my overall
Ask
point.
your
But I
question,
want to
Wanda.
get to.
I have a question.
Yeah.
No,
Wait. You guys. I want to ask Nez a question real quick, if you don't mind. Is that cool, Evo?
Yeah, that'll be the last
Okay.
thing you do, 'cause I gotta be up at
All right, that's the last thing I'll talk about. All right, so and thank you for the opportunity for me to ask him. But hey, Evo, I mean Nez. So when you were, Corset said that you were telling your story with your ex before in the past, right? And when I was listening to you when you were talking about your experience, right? And you said something that reflected some of the things I've talked about on different YouTube shows before, that people mistakenly put me in the category of hating women or hating Black women when I don't do any of those things. I don't hate women. I don't hate Black women, right? I think I could just be kind of direct with my points sometimes. But I want to say,
no,
huh?
let him speak. Let him speak.
He's abducted by
oh,
aliens.
No, let him speak.
Somebody booted me off.
No, go ahead.
No, you still here?
Oh, okay. Okay. You were talking about your experience dating a woman who had kids, right? And you were talking about some of your trials, right? And you started to talk about one thing in particular, right? And I just want to know if you realize where the red flag was, because I've talked about this before. You said that she would complain about stuff like bills, and every time she would complain about it, you would just hand her the 200, hand her the 300. And correct me if I'm wrong in my assertion, but you said you would hand her the 200, you would hand her the 300, and then you let her be on her way. And she would complain again, and you would do the same thing, right? And then you said before that,
that wasn't the mother of my kids. That was just
right. Yeah, I know that was the one. Okay. So, but then you also said that she, let me know if this is the same woman. You said that she said her prior relationship with the man, he used to hear her complain, but then he was be like, I'm not hearing it. Right. And then she told you, and tell me what that exact statement was again. Remind me. She told you that she's not going to allow anyone to do that anymore. Right. Is that what she said to you?
Yes.
And this is the same woman, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, and this is what I want to do. I'm gonna question you about this, but in no way or form I'm trying to disrespect you, bro. I'm not trying to call you out or anything like that. I mean, no disrespect. It reminded me of conversations I've had before about this, which is why I want to question you, right? The thing is, there's two questions, right? One is, how long was she with her ex that would say, oh, I'm not hearing it? How long was she with him?
18 years.
No, but it was 18 years of he abused her and kept her quiet. So then on that, once they split and then we got together or whatever, she said I'm never gonna let nobody silence me no more. Basically,
okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. And I'm sorry to cut you off, but here's the thing, right? And this is gonna sound, I'm gonna get jumped, I think, for this, bro. Go ahead, brother. We all make mistakes, and we all I'm still learning in my journey. But when I was listening to that, I was thinking to myself, and I could be wrong, but my initial thought was that was the first red flag he didn't notice. Do you understand why I had that thought?
Right.
Because the thing about it is, you got to ask yourself, right? She put up with what she told you she wouldn't put up with for 18 years with that man.
Right.
So why all of a sudden now she's with you and she says she's not going to tolerate it? But she tolerated it with him for 18 years though.
Mm.
And see that right there. And, I feel like is the first red flag that would have indicated to you that maybe she's here for other reasons instead of the person who I am as a man. And I mean that with no disrespect, or I'm not trying to belittle you. I don't mean no disrespect.
You're not trying to belittle me, because when I spoke like, hey, I don't like what you, I'm not trying to hear that. I don't care about you. Like she would literally say, I don't want to hear nothing you gotta say. So again, brother to brother, the abused became the abuser, and that's what you. And it happens in women relationships too. You get what I'm saying? It happened in women relationships too.
Before any more y'all leave, we gotta close up because y'all
right,
leave.
go ahead.
I need y'all to do
okay.
Yeah, we gonna have the next gonna be back. He's gonna be back because I really
can we all share
get
information? Like, can we all tell everybody's information?
Oh yeah, we do that right here.
Like where to follow and.
Okay, wait. Okay, right now, all we got time for, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, is the final thought. All right, look. Let me do something real quick. Then we're gonna do that final thought.
Nah, that's yours.
Don't like stay around Ness, cause all y'all gonna do is sum up the show for you. Or if you want to give advice, I'm gonna say it in a minute. Guys, now's the time. If you haven't subscribed, I need y'all to subscribe to the 15 people that's still in the room at 12 at night. Yes, at 12 midnight. I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully I love this content.
Shout out to Daryl who put me on this. I should be sleeping.
Yes. Now's the time to subscribe. Hit that like button and also hit that notification bell. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I just want to show you this little video, and we are going to do the last part of this show, which is sometimes mostly the most important. All right. So here we go. All right, yes, y'all. Y'all was watching, y'all didn't subscribe. I need y'all to now hit that subscribe button. Show your girls some love. Also hit that like button to let YouTube know that y'all like this content. Y'all like what we do. Y'all like when we laugh, we cry, we crash out, whatever we do, and y'all want to see more of it. Let YouTube know. If you're watching it tomorrow, because I know a lot of y'all do that, show some love. Send me a comment. I reply to every comment, but make sure you hit that like button and you are subscribed. Also, the notification bell, that is for you. It is not for us. It'll show you, because let me tell you something. If it's going to be our last summer out of chains, it's about to be lit, and y'all need to see it. Okay, it's gonna be random lives, random content. You know what I'm saying? I may take y'all to the club. We don't know, but you need that notification bell on so y'all can see it, and YouTube can alert you to look and see what's going on at Evolutionary Media. All right, with the family. It's the family. Now this is the time where we talk to the ladies. This is Live Ladies Podcast. We talk to the ladies and we give them advice. We say whatever we didn't want to say, but we give some rules, some type of genius, $1 million worth of game, whatever. And we sum up the show, or we just say something maybe we forgot to say. Do not be long-winded tonight, because Evo got to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. All right, long day. All right, so, and I know some of y'all got to go work too. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all been holding on with me. I appreciate my evolutionaries in the chat and all those that's watching. All right. Now we got a little something that start there, ladies, since this is a Live Ladies Podcast, episode 52. All right. Now it's before Baby Carriage. Here we go, y'all. All right, since this is Live Ladies, we let the kings go first. You know what I'm saying? To get their advice, their expertise. You know what I'm saying? To the ladies, if y'all got something to say to the brothers also, y'all can say, dear fellas, y'all know I go, but we kind of focus on the ladies, all right? So, matter of fact, since Ness is new, and I know Dark Lake has done this before, you want to do the propers, Dark Lake. We glad you're here. Here we go, kid.
All right. Everyone in the chat, the audience, thank you so much for watching the show. Please send this show out, like, share, and subscribe. Evo has a great personality. I love her personality. I love Corsette's personality. And, beyond the colorful dialogue, these two women are really about figuring it all out, and it's okay that we don't have things figured out. And as the Black community, as Black people coming together, having arguments or just talks, it's about figuring it out, right? Throughout all the drama and whatnot. This is Dark Lake. A lot of people know me as Dark Lake Revived. I'll be starting a YouTube channel discussing and dissecting dark fantasy films and novels. And you can get that information from my Instagram, at dark_lake_x is right there, at dark_lake_x. That's where you can reach me. I'm active on Instagram. Thank you so much, Evo, for having me on the show. I think it was a great conversation, thought-provoking. Thank you.
Thank you, Dark Lake. You know you're a part of the family. We appreciate you, King. All right. Yeah. Thank you. All right, Ness. Oh, okay. So, Ness, I know you knew, but if you got anything else to say, any advice for the ladies, you know what I'm saying? Anything you want to say, let them know right now, right? Here you go, King. You're going to do well.
This is definitely new. Anyway, shout out to y'all. Shout out to Evo. Shout out to Cortez. If I said it right, yours truly, Notorious Nez in the building. Y'all saw me on Love and Hip Hop, celebrity award-winning photographer. It was just dope speaking to the ladies and, about everything and, going back and forth and all that. It was dope. Make sure y'all follow. Make sure y'all subscribe. And I'm going to put this down. Make sure y'all subscribe. That's what I'm talking about. Yours truly, Notorious Nez in the building.
Yes, thank you, King. Good job. Thank you, King. Nez, we want to see you up here more. Now, I know Darren told you come. You're a perfect fit. We want to see you up here more. You're part of the evolutionary family, all right? So now you ain't gotta wait for Daryl. You just come up here, you subscribe. When we come on, we do this Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday right now. We're gonna be changing some dates and stuff. My work schedule is changing, but we're gonna figure it out. But right now we do a Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday for sure. You know what I'm saying? But we want you in the building. You're a good dude. We like you, Nessie. We want you to come back. And I'm saying that it's recorded. Yes. All right. We got the Queen Corset. Here we go, Queen.
Hey, everybody. It's Delilah. Follow me at Corseted Comedy everywhere. YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. Tonight was fun. We started talking about why women are not getting married and not having kids and opting out. There's really no reason. We didn't find a bright side today. You saw the gaslighting. We try to ask men, why aren't they healing? While we sat here and listened to a healed man share his stories, and he was not ridiculed at all for getting help. And still, when Chocolate asked, why don't y'all make a men's group and get together to help each other? Well, women will kick the door in and piss on the Bibles and light the place on fire. That's why we don't help each other. Really? Really? That's why. Gentlemen, you're weak, you're scared, and thanks to Gemini, now we know you're dumb. If you don't know, gentlemen, I'm not a natural blonde. I'm not from the part of Africa that was conquered by Sweden. It's ridiculous. This is why ladies swallow more anal or just don't date black men because they don't know where babies come from and they don't know how to get joint custody is by going to court and saying, I want my children half the time. There's no fixing them. They don't want to be in a men's group. There's no help coming for you. No one's going to save you. Keep your uterus closed. Keep your mouth open if you must play. And the back door is always there. God wouldn't have put a button in the man's ass if he didn't want you to press it. Get them in the ass. Not you. You're not nasty. Thank y'all so much for having me. Love y'all. Get him.
All right, Queen.
Bend them over.
Forget it. She took the whole cake.
Let me go real quick.
Just to go, what?
Yeah. Let me go real quick. Yeah. Yeah, this is such a good show. I had such a good time up here. We've seen people we haven't saw in a long time. We got a new evolutionary to the building. That's, you know what I'm saying? Hey, there was some solutions in there. All right. Y'all just got to watch it over again to find out what they are. They're not so plainly to see. Y'all just got to look at the dialogue. I'm sorry. And listen to the dialogue. You know what I'm saying? And figure them out. Ladies, I don't know if we're ever going to change our mind because the majority of us kind of are now saying that we're not trying to have babies. We don't have the rights to our bodies. We didn't even get into that. You know what I'm saying? Because we were trying to get in each other's mindsets. And we probably may have a part 2 to that just to get onto that side and what the Trump era looks like now for women and things like that. And yeah, we're going to have to work with our brothers. You know what I'm saying? We have to work with our brothers so they don't feel like we're just going to stop anything productive coming from them. Because we want productivity. We want progression. You know what I'm saying? So we just got to work with them a little bit more. And guess what? You'll see us work with them here on this show. Now, I know we're a little hard on them, but we love them. You know what I'm saying? That's why we're hard. If we didn't give a damn, we wouldn't care what they said out their mouth. But we're going to make better men just like we're going to make better women. And we took accountability for both, the men and the women on this show. We are not a male bashing show. That's not what we do. But we try to get everyone to realize, hey, you might need a change. Hey, you might need therapy. Hey, you might need to fix this so you can have a better life. You know what I'm saying? And our crash outs, we do out there. You know what I'm saying? But we are real on this channel. All right? All right, and we love you guys, and we just going to keep doing it, you know. And shout out to everybody that stayed, even though they got things to do tomorrow, and you know what I'm saying. Tomorrow's Good Friday, you know what I'm saying. And don't forget, you know what I'm saying. Jesus got up, all right. Don't forget, you know what I'm saying. It's a reason. It's a reason why we're here, and we just got to be better and be more unified. So I'm going to leave it there, right? I love you guys. Thank you to Daryl for the super chat. We appreciate it, Ken. You was the only one that gave a super chat. We're going to change that next episode. You know what I'm saying? We got to get more people showing love and giving more support. You know what I'm saying? But y'all, my people. And let me come down so I can officially say goodnight to y'all. And if I don't see y'all this week, maybe a surprise show, maybe a show on Saturday. There was a show I wanted to do on the weekend, and it's a really good show. I still want to do it. Not sure I'm going to be able to get that in. Like I said, I got a new schedule, but we definitely going to figure it out and see what's what, all right? Let me come on down from here. All right. Yes, man, and it's back to the two of us.
This was fun.
Have a good night. Everyone, be safe out there. If you're out there, if you're working tonight, whatever you're doing, you know what I'm saying? And we can't wait to see you for our next show. And you'll know what our next show is because you got your notifications on, right? I hope so. Thank you, Cutsa. I love you, Queen.
Press
I love all my evolutionaries. And we will see y'all soon. We had a good night. Love you guys.
Love you guys. Love y'all.
One thing, don't need the jewels and the pearls and all the things in between. I need a lot of your time, and I be needing attention. Need that next level love, boy. You know I'm feeling ascension. I'm feeling ascension. I see what we're missing. Put some clothes on, baby. Can we go to a dinner? Let's go to a movie for just us two. Let's make new memories between me and you. Heels check, beat check, run up the check, baby. Tell me what's next. Hey, love check, fun check. One-on-one, baby, we needed this. It's a day night. Get dressed, let's get dressed, let's. It's a day night. No stress, no stress, no. It's a day night. Get dressed, let's get dressed, let's. It's a day night. No stress, no stress, no. Know you needed my time, and I'm needing you too. Fly me out to dinner, reservation for two. I can't even deny, I ain't even gon' lie, that you really got my heart. Tonight it's a whole vibe. Tonight it's about us, riding round Billy truck. Know they faces are stuck, unconditional love. Tonight we gon' make some memories, ain't thinking about our enemies. Pop out and we make a scene and drop about 300 beans. Heels check, beat check, run up the check, baby. Tell me what's next. Hey, love check, fun check. One-on-one, baby, we needed this. It's a day night. Get dressed, let's get dressed, let's. It's a day night. No stress, no stress, no. It's a day night. Get dressed, let's get dressed, let's. It's a day night. No stress, no stress, no.